Did you forget to mute me? I did. Unmute me. Guess what? I forgot to unmute myself. Hello! Welcome in. How are y'all doing today? Hello. How are we? Welcome in. Happy Wednesday! Hope you guys are all doing well today. Welcome in. Excuse me? Did you just tell me that there's a new Steam headset coming out? Holy shit, there's new Steam stuff. I have been waiting for this announcement for the longest time. I am very excited. Thank you for that. But yes, welcome in everyone, welcome in. Hope we're all doing well. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the super chat. Hello.
Spread love.
Yes, my intro has always been like that. Well, always is a strong word. It's been like this for the past few years. It's been like this for a couple years now, but welcome in everyone, welcome in. I hope we're all doing well today. Let me go ahead and swap scenes. As much as we love the lovely fan art, it does cover my face just a little bit. But welcome in. I hope we're all doing well today. Let me get some music started. You made my brain fart a little bit with that Obsidian. I have been waiting to hear about a new Steam headset for like the past few years because I want the Steam headset really badly. But thank you for that. But welcome in everyone. Welcome in Obsidian. Welcome in 𝖉𝖊𝖓. Welcome in Inferno. Welcome in Diego. Welcome in Aki. Welcome in Stranger. Welcome in P2B. Welcome in Nero. How are y'all doing today? You did throw me off my groove. I did get thrown off my groove. Welcome in. Yes, feel free to do some tarot reading. I've hopefully fixed the YouTube tarot problem, but we'll see. Hello, Blazing Flames. How are you doing today? Welcome in. I'm excited for today, though. Also, hi, 𝖍𝖕𝖊𝖓. I've been jump scared. How are you doing? Welcome in. I'm very excited for today because we're going to be building with the Rhystic Storyteller. We'll talk a little bit more about this once we get into it, but that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm really excited. I'm excited to yap about cards today because I had some flashbacks last night, and whoo, do I have cards in the mind right now. But yes, welcome in. Hope you're all doing well. We're going to be doing some magic deck building today. But if you'd like to do some tarot reading, feel free to hop into Q, !Fate if you're on YouTube, or any super chat over $1, or you can use the redeems on Twitch as well. Hello, Jose. Hello, Doomy. Welcome in. Are you excited for Avatar? I am. I'm hoping to get a chance to draft it next week. So that's what I'll be doing. But it's going really well. I'm going to get that fancy drug in if I end up in the Shadow Realm this time. I didn't know they were giving out drugs in the Shadow Realm. Somebody really needs to go and clean up the Shadow Realm if they're selling drugs. Yeah. All right, though. Oh, yeah, and next week is my birthday, I guess I should say. I know! The Valve announced they, like, shadow dropped this shit. I mean, it's not shadow dropping. It's not coming out until next year, but holy fuck, that's exciting news. I'm super excited about that. I want the Steam Deck. I want the... So... I think you ended up corrupted last time? Good question. I guess I hadn't thought about that. Balls. Hello, Spartan. How are you doing? How was court today? I saw you mention something about court. Was that today or another day? Is your birthday the 19th? It is the 17th. It's on Monday. Oh, wait. It's coming with an OS as well. Okay, hold on, chat. Well, I'm derailing. I'm derailing for just a second here because I'm super interested. Oh, it's today. It was today. It went really well. That's really good to hear. All right, where am I? Give me... Chrome? Oh my god, too big. Too big! Where'd she go? She's too excited about Chrome. Not Chrome. Steam. Steam stuff. Yes, I got the Q&A. Oh, there's a command for that now, Inferno. It is !Q in A. Q is in no. Please, pleaded to reduce charge and I only have to pay a fine. Hey, that's good to know. That's good to know. Alright, so... There's a new... Steam just made an announcement. Hold on, my eye is really itchy. Okay. All Steam hardware works great together whether you're streaming or playing games across devices, including Steam Deck. And because Valve remains committed to an open PC ecosystem, we also play well with others, as in your other devices. Steam and SteamOS. Okay. So, looks like we have a Steam Deck. So this is just the Steam Deck. Right. We have a new Steam controller. It's a modified Linux OS called SteamOS. You're welcome. I know what it is. That doesn't mean that it isn't still an OS. Yeah. Hello, Plucci. How are you? We're excitedly talking about the new Steam changes. But yeah, so the... Oh, so the controller's built for Steam. That, no surprise. What is this? Did Steam just announce a console? Steam just announced a console? It's a PC, but why? What do you mean, but why? It's because PC gaming has become incredibly expensive, so people aren't able to play Steam games on PC because you can't buy a PC because AI is the big thing right now, so all the GPUs are $20,000. So the fact that they released a console is actually a fantastic news. This is fantastic. That means you can play your Steam games on your TV. Like, that's huge. That's huge. It's a non-portable console, yeah. If you want to get technical. The OS is already out, but it's in beta. Only the deck, with exceptions. The console being a PC version will be the full version is crazy. Yeah, that's entirely insane. I'm looking forward to the AI bubble to pop. Me too. I was actually really hoping I could get upgrade my PC at some point. You know, I wanted to maybe get a new, like, upgrade my motherboard and my RAM and my CPU, but that's not happening. I hope it comes with native support for all games. Why do you think Steam would release a console that wouldn't natively support all of their games? Of course they would. Didn't they already do a console so they tried to do something like a Steam, like the Steam box. Increase the Linux market share as all their consoles run on Arch Linux. I support. Yes. Would you still be able to play with others? Yes. That was the tagline that they were mentioning. Back Steam hardware. All designed to help each other get even more out of their Steam library. Remain committed to an open PC ecosystem. We also play well with others, as in your other devices. So yes, it's like fully cross-platform. So if you have the Steam box and you're playing on a Steam Deck, then those two will play well together. Or if you're on your PC with your Steam controller and somebody's playing Steam VR, those two will play together. Looks like a Dell Optiplex. I mean, it's not the most attractive looking console. I think we can all agree that box is not sexy. But box, the thing about it is, this is what I've always, like, taken Steam for. Steam is not attractive. It's not, like, the coolest, most gamer-looking stuff, but it is efficient, and it is, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, you could, like, that will just fit anywhere. Like, you can put that on your desk, you could put that behind your current PC, like, you could put that on your TV stand or wherever, whatever. What modern people do with their TVs? I don't know what modern people do with their TVs. Airflow, what's airflow? Yeah, that's fair too. That is fair too. Have you seen the articles accusing Steam of being a monopoly? Yeah, imagine being a monopoly by doing absolutely nothing. I fuck with a black box, you know, that's fair. That is fair. Hello, Ben, welcome in, how are you doing? We're very excitedly talking about the new Steam stuff. Is learning keyboard controls is how people break their fingers while playing? I am a proud finger breaker. I am proud to be the kind of person that plays games meant for controller on keyboard. It makes me proud. Do nothing and win. Exactly. Exactly. Box looks better than the PS5 design. You know what's really funny? I don't remember what a PS5 looks like. That's insane. That means you can grab the Steam OS and put it on your computer and move Windows altogether. It's possible, yeah, you definitely could. I would love to swap off of Windows 11. But right now the problem is a lot of editing software, VTubing software, and art software is just not supported on anything other than Windows. And if you want to play anything like Legacy, it gets even more challenging, but someday. I know Linux bros are crazy, and they're gonna find a way. I never thought that it'd be so simple, but... anyways. Hello, Scotty. Hello, Lan. How are you doing? How is Steam a monopoly? It's not. That's the point. But people are claiming that Steam is a monopoly because, they have the best game store out there. And no other game stores are successful because they suck balls. Black Swan, if they can suitcase it in prison. Yeah, you think they're gonna start offering the Steam box to prisoners? If I go to prison for money laundering, do you think that on good behavior I'll get a Steam box? Why not just use the long-term support version of Windows 10? Because it's not secure enough. Just gonna help if it comes to building decks. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So today's deck building stream is gonna be a little bit different than normal. We'll talk about that more. Once we get to that point. I'm sure Epic Games is a direct rival to Steam, for example. Oh, it's a direct rival. It's just a really shitty rival. Epic Game Store sucks. You can't pay me to download the Epic Game Stores. I tried it once. Never again. The only other game store that is even remotely viable is GOG. And that's because GOG offers really good things for retro's a strong word. Legacy support games, I suppose. They provide legacy support games. So like, for example, if you buy Saints Row 2 on GOG versus buying it on Steam, it comes pre-installed on GOG with a performance patch, so it actually runs on modern Windows, as opposed to the Steam version is just bare bones. This is the PC version that was released however many years ago Saints Row 2 came out. Oh yeah, fuck Origin as well. I forgot about EA's store. Is it even still called Origin? But Steam still has rival, that means it's not a monopoly. Yeah, people don't understand the meaning of the word monopoly is the problem. You can grab Linux and then make a virtual PC of Windows. I know what you can do. Chat, I have played with virtual machines for a very long time. I did it in school. I hate virtual machines. They suck. And it's not a fun experience. Especially when I'm already kind of like running the limits of my PC. GOG is good because they release games on official patches, and GOG games do not have DRM. Yes, it's great. It's great. You know, Linux is a great platform. If you are not specifically a VTuber who needs to stream and also make custom thumbnails in an art software, and is also need to edit videos down in a software that provides free captions. I require a lot of things that Linux does not support currently. But like I said, Linux bros are crazy, so who knows, maybe the next 5 years, I will be able to make the full swap to Linux. But right now I can't. Linux is too janky for a lot of things, and this comes from a huge Linux glazer. Yeah, fair enough. Let's tell the Linux boys to get on that. I will. I will. I know they're trying to get the facial tracking working with VTubing software, so we're working on it. Hello, Tyler. Welcome in. How are you doing today? We're just wrapping up our very excited discussion about the new Steam hardware coming out next year. What is the, is there a date for it? Because I really want this Steam frame. Oops. I really want this Steam frame. Because this is like, it's like a VR headset, but not as heavy. It's wireless? Wait, that's a game changer. That is an entire game changer. Steam VR was a massive problem because it was wired. But because it was wired, it was better because there was HDMI support. The only other wireless headset that's available right now is the Meta one, the MetaQuest. And the problem with the MetaQuest is because it's not HDMI or a display port. So you're doing it through, like, I can't remember what port it is, but it's something really inefficient and stupid. And it can still be played offline as well. Yeah, that's insane. Buy it and play a Resident Evil game. That would be fun. That would be fun. Pico is also wireless. I have no idea what the hell that is. What is Pico? Wireless tech is ass. Wireless tech is required for a lot of things. Doing good to be better. Still frustrating stuff from yesterday, but better. I feel that. Every day closer to the Avatar: The Last Airbender release makes me feel better too. That is good. That is good. But yeah, this is crazy. So, optimizes details where your eyes are looking? That sounds really interesting. I wonder if that would make me sick. This is cool. This is cool. I'm excited about this shit. I'm excited about this shit. And there's a developer kit! Yay! Woo! If I really scared to always use it on cable, I am a degenerate. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, because usually you get better performance, but I am somebody who lives in a cluttered room, so I need space, I need wireless. You heard me complaining yesterday when I was on my leash, and I was literally just plugged into my headset cord. I need wireless. Wireless is so nice. I feel it helps me keep more immersed because I'm not hitting wires all the time. Yeah, that helps. That definitely does help. But yeah, that's the Steam news, which is really, really super duper exciting. Wait, the VR controllers can be combined to become a solid controller too? That's crazy! That's crazy. Okay. Similar to the other controller they're releasing. Oh, that's... Oh. I am so excited about that. Gamble though? Yes, we will do some gambling. Yes, I just had to yap about that. Alright, let's see. Who is first? Aki is first. Aki would like to test fate. Hello, Greenie, how are you doing today? I'm gonna go ahead and hydrate. God damn it! I did it again! This time okay. This time it wasn't black tea. It was coffee. Oh, get it together. White tea. No, all over myself this time. It was coffee with half and half and syrup. Ah, I just spilled coffee all over myself. I think it was better. It was worse. It felt worse than it was. I think I just dribbled a little bit on my face and on my clothes, but God, that about ruined my fucking day. Okay. Aki would like to test fate. Back to what we were doing. You're gonna need keyboard insurance? I didn't get on my keyboard this time. I did not get on my keyboard this time. Also, do they actually do... I should buy keyboards with warranty in the future, shouldn't I? I should buy keyboard warranties. With the amount of times I spend... Anyways. That's why, actually, chat, I went out of my way to find a water bottle that has a lid that doesn't leak. So... You're now obligated to spill something as a build-up to your birthday? Am I gonna spill something massive on my birthday? Am I gonna, like, ruin something in my room and need something? Oh, that'd be miserable. Anyways, Aki! Let's test your fate! Alright, that is a 7! That is not a 𝖉𝖊𝖓, so you know what that means for you. You are gonna get sent straight to the Shadow Realm. Thank you for playing. We'll see you back in 5 minutes. Alright. Fingers crossed. Does it work? Does the chat message work? What the fuck? It doesn't work. I don't know why it doesn't work. Ah!
Which outfit?
Thank you for the super chat. I'm in the witch outfit now. I don't know why that doesn't work. I don't know why that doesn't work. And the next messages are not working in YouTube chat. I don't know why. I'm going crazy though. All right, though, stranger. Let's test your fate. Are you lucky? Are you gonna get sent straight to the Shadow Realm? Turns out today was secretly a Monday for technology. You know what's crazy about that, Tyler, is that this has actually been a problem for about a week, so I think every day's been Monday. Oh. Dice are going everywhere. That is a 5! That is not a 𝖉𝖊𝖓, so you know what that means for you, stranger. You are gonna get sent straight to the Shadow Realm. Thank you for playing. We'll see you back in 5 minutes. Man, if only there was a Rickroll command. Welcome in, Lantier. How are you doing today? Alright, who is next? Inferno is next. Hiccup. Hear me out. Sunday night is more stressful than Mondays. Oh, brother, I'm with you on this one, Tyler. Sunday night is the worst time of the week. I would rather have 1,000 Mondays versus a singular a singular Sunday night. You called? Hello, did I? Maybe I did. Hello, Johnson, how are you doing? Thank you so much for this stretch. Let me do that. That's the Lord's Day. Ain't no Lord here except for me, baby. Please don't call me Lord. I think that would make me uncomfortable. All right, Inferno, let's test your fate. That is a 3. That is not a double or 6. You know what that means for you. You are gonna get sent straight to the Shadow Realm. Thank you for playing. We'll see you back in 5 minutes. My lord! Oh my god. Hello, Lord Fox. Okay. I tell chat don't do one thing and they do exactly that thing. What should I expect? What should I expect? Alright, Plucci, you would like a 3-card reading? What is your question? I like Sundays, but it's the stress of upcoming things rather than the ending of the weekend. Yeah, no, that's exactly how it feels to me as well. It's like, I never have enough Sunday night is when I go, man, I didn't have enough of a weekend, did I? I feel like I wasted my weekend. Tell me how to beat anxiety. Tell it to leave you the fuck alone. Unironically, one of the... this is not part of the tarot reading, but one of the best things you can do about anxiety is compartmentalize it and tell yourself, I'm not going to be anxious right now. Fuck you, anxiety, go away. And then tell yourself, I will be anxious about this tomorrow. I will be anxious about this in 2 hours. I will be anxious about this in a week when I know I have time to be anxious about it. And then set yourself time to be anxious for a bit. But yeah. Also, I watched a really interesting video by 𝖕𝖕 on stress lately. Because chronic stress is an increasing problem in the current generations. And the best way that you can deal with stress is to avoid stressors. But if you can't avoid stressors, the second next best thing you can do is give yourself time to unwind. So compartmentalize and tell it to fuck off. If you're bricked up, you won't be anxious. I wish that were true. I don't think that's true. Ow. Hello, Raven. Hello, 𝖍𝖆𝖊𝖓. Hello, Chris. How are y'all doing today? All right, Plucci. How do you beat anxiety? With a stick. That was not planned! With a stick. I'm anxious because I'm bricked up. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. All right. With a lot of sticks, apparently. A lot of sticks of the devil. All right, Plucci. How do you beat anxiety? Well, we have Knight of Wands in reverse. I forgot I still had the Steam thing open. Knight of Wands in reverse and... Knight of Wands in reverse is all about stubbornness. It's about rigidity and refusing to compromise. So in the past, you've had this problem where you don't want to change. You feel like you're comfortable where you are. You don't want to stretch out. You don't want to try anything different. This is who you are, and this is what you're going to do. So now in the present, we have the Devil in reverse. One of my favorite cards. And the Devil's all about independence. It's about freedom. It's about release. So you've been rigid. You've been stuck in the past. You've been stuck in your feelings. You've been stuck in the way, doing things the way that you've always done it. But now you're trying to regain some freedom. You're trying to regain some amount of control over yourself, over your life, over your feelings. So how do you do that? Well, in the future, we have Ten of Wands in reverse. And Ten of Wands is all about responsibility. And specifically, having too much responsibility. So, anxiety is an interesting problem because it's not, you can't just, like, walk away from anxiety. You can't just cut anxiety out of your life. It's something that's kind of always going to be there unless you learn how to deal with it. And if you do not learn how to deal with it, then it's going to cause a breakdown. So, I think for this spread of cards... the most important one here is the Devil, because it's all about reclaiming that power and finding your freedom. As I was saying earlier about stress, because I've actually learned a lot about stress lately, the best thing you can do about stress is give yourself time away from stressful things. So anxiety is kind of like a type of stress, if you really think about it at the end of the day. Anxiety is like a increased level of stress. And so the best way to deal with chronic anxiety, chronic stress, is to actually give yourself time to not be in fight or flight. So separate yourself from things that are making you anxious. stop scrolling social media. You know, take a step away from the people who are causing you stress. Maybe take a break from your job, whatever you can do. I know right now you're in school, which is going to be an increased amount of stress. But making sure that you are taking time to relax is important. But hopefully that makes sense. If you need me to clarify, let me know. Should I put how many sticks up my butt? 10. But you have to make sure you put them in upside down. Otherwise, they won't go in easily. University. What did I say? School? School's the same thing. It's a synonym. But anyways, let me catch up with chat. Who is ready to cook? I'm ready to cook. I'm ready to cook. You use stress to de-stress. Post-butt clarity beats anxiety. That's true. Welcome at Overload. How are you doing today? Goon went out to beat anxiety. Yes. Witch in November? I was put into the witch outfit by Obsidian. Hello, Nasaid. How are you doing? Perfect, and stop scrolling, even though it's mostly nice art and dumb stuff. I mean, if it's not... the big thing about stress is avoiding things that are stressing you out. If social media isn't stressing you out, then it's not a big deal. It stresses me out. Also, real talk, if you give your negative voice a name and call it out whenever it shows up, it'll reduce it. Like, Carl, shut up. Yeah, that's true. I've heard about that. Here you go. Tip from a non-doctor. Just make jokes about your anxiety and it'll go away, right? Right? Yeah. Just make constant self-deprecating jokes that specifically put yourself down and then you'll feel better. Oh, yes. Yesterday, thank you for reminding me, Obsidian, I totally forgot. Yesterday, when we were playing Apparatus Exanimus, at the end of stream, I discovered this script that was in the webpage. Because if you didn't know, if you weren't there for yesterday, Apparatus Exanimus has all these secrets in this website. And I was looking at the webpage, I was inspecting elements on the webpage, and I found this script on a webpage, and I was like, wow, this is really interesting. What is this script? What is it for? After stream, I was like, okay, I'm going to take some time. I'm going to see if I can figure out the script. And yes, 𝖉𝖕 helped me figure this out. I realized that the script I was mulling over for almost an hour yesterday was a script added by my ad blocker. So it wasn't part of the ARG. So that's, that was yesterday. It wasn't part of the ARG. It was my ad blocker. Amazing. It was a perfect red herring. It was really funny because I posted in in 𝖉𝖊𝖊𝖓's Discord. 𝖉𝖊𝖊𝖓 is the developer, and I was like, I went on a really crazy. I red herringed myself really bad because I found this script on the webpage, and I posted the script, and 𝖉𝖊𝖊𝖓 was like, I literally have no idea what this even does. So that was a really funny realization. All right, what are we building today? We are going to be building the Rhystic Storyteller, but we do still have a little bit more tarot readings to get through first. We did Ploochies. Who's next? 𝖉𝖕, you are next. All right, 𝖉𝖕, let's go gambling, shall we? Let me take a sip of coffee without spilling it on myself again. It basically obfuscates website links. Yeah, it's an obfuscation layer. I told you yesterday that I have a very secure browser. There's your proof. You took a sick day today. Oh no, I hope you feel better soon. Also, welcome at 𝖉𝖵an. How are you doing today? All right, 𝖉𝖕, let's see. Let's go gambling. Ah, dang it. Ah, dang it. That's an 8. That ain't a double nor a 6. All right, 𝖉𝖕, you know what that means for you. Oh, you are gonna get sent straight to the Shadow Realm. Thank you for playing. We'll see you back in 5 minutes. That's a 6. It's part of a 6, but it is a 6 and a 2, which is 8. All right, who's next? Lantier would like to test fate. All right, Lantier, let's test some fate. Are you lucky? Are you getting sent straight to the Shadow Realm? Also, welcome in Links. How are you doing? What silver border card is this? LOL. I will talk about it. We'll talk about it here in a second. Let me finish the tarot readings, because if I don't finish the tarot readings, I will never finish them, and we will never get to this part of the stream. Gotta say, I'm happy.
That witch outfit.
I'm back in the witch outfit. I'm back in the witch outfit. Happy to say I'm happy to have your mouse pad. Let's go! Thank you, thank you. I'm really happy with my mouse pad too. I think it turned out really nice. No, you're fine, you're fine. I'm just really one-track brain right now. And I keep distracting myself. But we'll talk about the card very shortly, very shortly. Do people like your witch outfit more than the bikini? I think they do, actually. I think it was Random Gamer, actually, who said that the bikini outfit is good and all, but it shows too much skin, while the witch outfit shows just enough. I have Scryfall open, I'm ready. Alright, we're gonna be going through what I have. Also, welcome in Bulkia's pick, not peak. I don't know who's peeking. Definitely not my brain cells. You look very pretty today. Thank you, thank you. I love my witch outfit. Whose dice am I rolling? I forgot what I was doing. Ah! Where are we? Lightyear, that's right. We won't be ordering any cards, Madge. No, we will not be. All right, that is an 11. That is not a double or 6. So you know what that means for you, Lantier. You are going to be sent straight to the Shadow Realm. Thank you for playing. We'll see you back in 5 minutes. The cake from the front. Yes, the cake from the front. Sheb would like to test fate. All right, Sheb, let's test your fate. Yeah, Trey Talker did really good work with this model. I'm very, very pleased with the witch outfit. All right, Sheb, that is an 8. That is not a double or 6. You know what that means for you. You are going to get sent straight to the Shadow Realm. Thank you for playing. We'll see you back in 5 minutes. All right, and then... who's next? Nero. All right, Nero, let's test your fate. Are you lucky? Are you going to get sent straight to the Shadow Realm? Oh, wait, I forgot to do my magic. Did I do it? I did it. Great. Nero. That is a 3. That is not a double or a 6. You know what that means for you. You are going to get sent straight to the Shadow Realm. Thank you for playing. We'll see you back in 5 minutes. All right. No one's getting lucky today. Is your booba mousepad squishy like the Zentreya ones? Hell yeah, it is. Hell yeah, it is. Look at the squish on these bad boys. Look, I can give myself even better cleavage. Crazy, right? It's like real boobs. All right, Ben would like to test fate. Crazy! Crazy! Alright, let's see, Ben. That is an 8! That is not a double or 6. You know what that means for you! You are gonna get sent straight to the Shadow Realm. Thank you for playing. We'll see you back in 5 minutes. 8! 8, 8. 8 is great. Bye-bye! Alright, E-Man! What is your question? I'll go ahead and shuffle the deck. Thoughts on a chibi model? No. I don't like chibi models. I even struggle with some chibi artwork. For me, chibis are great if you are a family-friendly streamer. But if someone comes in and you look like a baby and you're talking about... I don't know, chat. Circumcision. It feels weird to me. Chibi Doki would like to have a word with you. Yeah, but Chibi's a different story, right? For some VTubers, I think it works great. But my design has always been more adult. I feel like I've always been focused more adult. So I just don't know. I don't know if it fits my vibe. Shut that down immediately. I've had questions before. I've had the questions. Chibi's only for cute VTubers? Yeah, no, I agree with that. Chibi is built incorrectly, so it works. Will I get to be better next year than what I am this year? Ooh, good question. What's your improvement plan looking like? Let's see. I got 5 of Wands. The positive orientation. All right, E-Man. 5 of Wands is all about conflict. It's about competition and tension. So, I think for you, it seems like the best motivator and the best thing to motivate you to become a better person is a little bit of conflict. Maybe you have a little bit of a friendly rivalry with somebody who's doing something similarly to you. Or maybe you kind of make it a competition with yourself to be as good or better than somebody that you look up to. Whether that be in your personal life, your relationships, your work, your hobbies, whatever it may be. Finding a goal and trying to beat that, I think could really help benefit you and encouraging you and motivating you to be better. Hopefully that makes sense. If you need me to clarify, let me know. Also, thank you for the Cheeto. You heard it here. Vixie isn't cute. She's just hot. Why do people always ask you for chibi stuff? I don't know. You've on more than one occasion said you don't like chibi. The thing is, not everyone gets to catch every stream. So some things that people that are regularly here, or that are regularly watching stream, not everyone hears it every time. So you may have heard it 5 times, but someone else may have never heard it before. It's just kind of luck of the draw. Nothing 𝖉𝖊𝖓 Alright. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense. E-Man, if you need me to clarify it, let me know. Alright, Lynx would like to test fate. Alright, Lynx, let's test your fate. Chibies are essentially the same thing as caricatures. Yeah, and I've never been a big fan of caricatures. Alright, Lynx, that is a 7. That is not a 𝖉𝖊𝖓. You know what that means for you? You are going to get sent straight to the Shadow Realm. Thank you for playing. We'll see you back in 5 minutes. Alright. First time chatter, would you get a chibi model? Vixie. Alright, you're banned. Exactly. Exactly. Hello, Solo Knife. How are you doing today? Welcome in, welcome in. Alright. I believe now we are ready to do some deck building. Did anyone tonight not get sent to the Shadow Realm? From the dice rolls? No. I think everyone actually got sent to the Shadow Realm. Alright. Let's talk magic cards. I misspelled Rhystic. How did I do that? EDH Deckbuilding. No! I forgot the rest of my title! Dang it. Fate is pissed today. It is. Tired, it's 11:30. I wish I was tired at 11:30. Sorry to hear that, though. Oh yeah, by the way, if you haven't already, feel free to go to type !Q&A, like the letters Q, question, number, answer. There you go. Q&A. To ask me some questions. I'll be answering questions next Monday. What else am I doing? Good enough. Alright, there we go. Sorry, if I don't remember to change my title and my category, I will never change my title and category. Right, great. Okay. So, let's talk Magic the Gathering. So today we're going to be building a deck. We're going to be building the Rhystic Storyteller. This is not a legal card. This is a Rule 0 card, if it would focus. This is a Rule 0 card, so whoever I play with this deck is gonna have to be really cool and chill. But this card is from the Rhystic Studies, who is one of my favorite Magic content creators. He makes essay-style videos on Magic the Gathering. Focus. And he does a lot of analyzing of flavor text. He does a lot of analyzing of like history of cards and like history of Magic, and it's really fascinating stuff. So somebody made a fan card for him called the Rhystic Storyteller, and the Rhystic Storyteller is a one other thing that he had a video on was a deck that was unsleeved. The context of it is basically it's a video essay about realizing that the material goods that you have more value in being used than value in being preserved. And so it's about playing cards for the sake of playing cards and not preserving them for the sake of preserving them. So, with all of that context out of the way, what does the Rhystic Storyteller do? Well, the Rhystic Storyteller is a 2/3 focus legendary creature, human wizard, for 2 and a blue. Whenever you cast a spell with 10 or more words of flavor text, draw a card unless an opponent pays 1. So it's Rhystic Study on legs, except you have to play a card with enough flavor text to trigger it. And then secondly, if the Rhystic Storyteller is your commander, your deck cannot use sleeves. So the entire point of this deck is what I want to make this deck, at least, is I want this deck to be a conglomeration of all of the things about Magic that I love, which is a lot of fond memories.
Which outfit?
A lot of stories, and I also want to get some feedback from you guys because I want you to be in this deck as well. I want your influence in this deck as well. But yeah, hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. If you guys have any questions about it too, of course, as we do the deck building, feel free to ask. But my dream would be to find cards all over the world. Like if I would go to conventions, if I ever went to like cons or stores, to get a card from every place and put it in there. But yeah. So let's see. Oh, I didn't add the Twitter link. Oh well. So I guess you guys are gonna have to go to Twitter. The script is for ad blocker. I know, it wasn't funny. No Rhystic studies or Rhystic cards because study in this guide. The Rhystic cards either all suck or don't work. Yeah. How many cards have less than 10 words in flavor text? More than you would expect. The card is kind of ridiculous. It's decent, but I don't know. If you're focusing on the power of the card, I think you're misunderstanding the point. I think it's a funny card that would be good in this deck. Which one? Sorry, I missed it. Is that 𝖍𝖊𝖓 Strix on his arm? It's an owl because Rhystic Studies logo has an owl on it. But I do have a 𝖍𝖊𝖓 Strix. I have a 𝖍𝖊𝖓 Strix that is signed by Sam from Rhystic Studies as well. Oh yeah, and the most important thing about this card is the back. Signed by Sam as well. So, let's start building. First things first. I'm gonna go rummage behind me for a bit, because I kind of forgot to do this before stream. I have some Japanese cards somewhere. And I want to find some Japanese cards while I'm looking to put in this deck. So I just gotta find them really quick. I know they're somewhere back here. This is Yu-Gi-Oh cards. This is also Yu-Gi-Oh cards. This is the problem whenever you try to be organized, chat. Never organize yourself. You end up organizing yourself and you lose everything, including your brain. It may not be in a reasonable distance to find these Japanese cards right now, which is unfortunate. But I'm sure they will turn up. Eventually I'll have to move. Why card, not mono black, though? I think Sam just plays a lot of blue. Since the flavor text changes between languages, how does that work with Rhystic Storyteller? I think that's kind of a Rule 0 question, because it's a Rule 0 commander, so this is obviously not a real card. So if I ever want to play with this deck, I'll have to very nicely ask, it's okay if I play a deck. So, that's why I like that one card you wrote on. Yeah, the White Sun Zenith. I have a White Sun Zenith that I wrote on. I also have a bunch of tokens I wrote on. Probably don't have the card, but I accept like it because it's really fun exchange of words from Infinity. So that is one rule I actually want to make about this deck. I only want the commander to be an uncard. For now, at least. Because I have actually never played with any uncards. And the purpose of this deck is not to be, like, super powerful and to abuse the ability of the card. But, 𝖍𝖊𝖓, you're really, really missing the point. If this card is just unbelievably broken to you, you don't get it. I'm trying to explain it. This is it. This is meant to be, like, a history of all the things that I love about Magic. It may end up being that I never even play the, like, cast the commander itself, because that's not the point. But, yeah, and I've asked my pod before if they would be okay with me playing cards like this. But yeah, I can't say it enough. The deck is not intentionally meant to be broken. Oh, it's not actually an uncard? If you get 1.5 cards, it's a miracle. I mean, like, the whole point of it, right, is you just remove the cards. And you remove the commander. Ah, okay, here we go. So, I'm looking for blue cards, because this is mono blue. You can build a bad deck with the card, I get that, but the card is objectively busted. Yeah. I never claimed that it wasn't. But, I'm just trying to have fun here, bro. That's all I'm saying. I'm just trying to have fun here. I'm finding all of my commons. It looks like I have fortunately sorted all of these by color. So we're going to see what we have here. I have a lot of blue cards here. I never actually played a lot of blue. So, in paper at least. We're gonna see what we have. We also have some colorless cards, but let's start with blue. Do you have Omniscience? No. I don't think I do have a copy of Omniscience. I can go through the rares that I have. I think this box is rares. I have boxes everywhere. Is this a power bubble? This deck should be. This is bracket 1. Okay. I should have started by saying that. This is a bracket 1 deck. This is not meant to be a powerful deck. This is meant to be a I love Magic the Gathering. This is what I want to build. Yes. Can I link the video, people? Yes. Please link the video. Please link the video. Is this powerful? No, this is multicolored cards, I think. Yeah, these are multicolored cards. Those can't go in there. J Wars legal card, half the cards in Infinity are legal cards, though I don't blame you for not getting it. I just think it's a funny card that we add to the deck. What does it do? I won't argue that. Build your deck your way. Yeah, that's all I was asking for. Not to be told that, like, oh, your card is unbelievably broken, and you should feel bad for asking to play it, because that's kind of what it felt like you were saying. Like, oh, this card is so unbelievably broken. Why would anyone ever want to play against this card? And it's like, because it's not the point. Do you have your cards sorted by color? I do, actually. I had the free time and the foresight when I was a teenager to sort a bunch of cards while I was really bored. I can send you a picture of the card if you like. Yeah, that'd be great. All right. Let's see what we have, though. I pulled out a bunch of common blue cards. These are from all different kinds of sets. I think I see a white bordered card in there. But yeah. The 𝖉𝖕 plushies? I mean, if you want to find something to buy for me, I do have a throne wish list with some... I've added a lot of things on my throne. Oh, which reminds me. I need to go on another tangent really quickly. Last night, I was thinking about 𝖉𝖊𝖓 cards, and I was really sad when I realized that all the 𝖉𝖊𝖓 cards I had when I was a kid were ruined. For those of you who don't know, 𝖉𝖊𝖓 was an old girly card game with horses on them. I cut all my cards up for scrapbooking purposes, so I never saved them. I found a couple listings for 𝖉𝖊𝖓 cards on eBay, and I want them desperately. I don't need them. I probably shouldn't buy them, but I want them desperately, because I want that moment of childhood back. I build decks for different reasons. I want to play strong decks, bracket 4 or 5, so I have that mindset. When I see any card, should have tempered my expectations. Chat, I am the most bracket 1 player to ever bracket 1. My decks are meant to be silly and flavorful, but not good. Yes, I have Horse Girl cards on my throne. Sent on Discord? Yeah, that would be great. Oh, you can put it in the MTG card chat too. That would be good. So when Exchange of Words enters the battlefield, choose 2 target creatures for as long as it controls. As long as it remains exchange of text box? That's funny. Before Okay, hold on. I gotta show you guys this card. This is funny. I'm a bracket 2 to 3 player. My decks are meant to be Jaken. Bracket 1 exists? Yes. Yes. So bracket 1 is defined by building a deck that has a theme. Like, the whole thing about your deck is a theme. And it's how I've always loved Magic, because I had a friend growing up who would always build really silly decks. He had one deck that was called Guys in Chairs, and Oloro was the commander, and every single card in his deck had a guy sitting in a chair in the artwork. Potter Brainstorm combo? If I have the cards. We are literally just gonna go from the chaff that I have in my collection and see what we can do. Alright, but yeah, we gotta do some stuff. All good, all good. Guys in chairs, ladies looking left. Exactly. No, you didn't! No, you didn't! You did. You did not. Who bought the 𝖉𝖊𝖓 cards? God damn it, Obsidian. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will need to make sure to order those. Thank you. There are two editions. There was a second edition and there was a first edition. I got both. I had both. Since your birthday is coming up, thank you so much. We are digging through the bulk. Okay. So, there's actually some good cards in here. We have Anticipate, We're gonna read a lot of flavor text today, chat, so I hope you're comfortable. Divining the future is easy when you hold the power to study it. That seems like a good one. This one doesn't have flavor text. I'm gonna try to put only cards that have flavor text in them. Buy those cards of the weekend for your birthday? Oh, you guys are so sweet. You guys are so sweet. If you wanted to give me anything for my birthday, my throne is available. Absolutely no pressure. Whatever you feel like. But yes, I have a ton of things on my throne. I've been updating it because you guys keep buying it out! Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Aetherize is a really neat card, too. I like Aetherize as well. Return all attacking creatures to their owner's hand. You can come back once you've learned some manners and figure out how to reconstitute your physical forms. Sorry, no. I mean, the only person you're apologizing to is Tyler here. Oh my god. I forgot about 4C. So many blue cards. Yeah, we're building mono blue. Sorry, not sorry. Retreat to Korahom's still good today. Yeah, it's a good card. Oh, thank you for the Cheetos. Nom nom nom. Let's see. So I like 4C as well. 4C is a really funny card. 𝖉𝖊𝖓. Scry 4, then draw 2. 2 eyes to see what could be, 2 eyes to see what will. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so I'm going to try and make sure that everything has at least 10 words in its flavor text. Foxy. I'm back. 4C, the retrain of Maxi, if only it was that good. I mean, it's 4 mana, but it's funny. It looks like this is probably going to be mostly like a spellcasting deck. Double Serum Visions, basically. The bracket 1 category is meant to be cards that are basically a joke or don't have good win cons. Some people might consider strong commanders like Edgar to not be allowed in bracket 1, but there's no hard limit to what bracket 1 is and isn't. Yeah, very much true. Alright, we have Stymied Hopes. Counter target, I think some counter magic is great. This is a funny one though, because it's basically Force Spike. Except way worse. But you get to scry one. Hi Coyote, how you doing? Oh, you know what I hope I have? I hope I have a Sigiled Starfish. When a god's will is against you, the day never ends well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay. Got 10 there. Hidden Strings is a funny card. Because it had a mechanic that's never used anymore, which is Cipher. So Cipher was a weird mechanic because it says, how the card text, and then it says Cipher. Then you may exile this card and code it on a creature you control. Whenever that creature... Why did it say encoded? Shouldn't it say enchanted? Shouldn't you say it becomes an enchantment or something? Whenever that creature deals combat damage to a player, its controller may cast a copy of the encoded card without paying its 3 mana cost. So Cipher is really weird, because can you remove a ciphered card? It's not on the battlefield. That's interesting. That's interesting. Oh, Refocus is a good one. This is from, Fate Reforged. Because it's not an interactable. Weird. Okay. Cipher is such a weird mechanic. There's a reason why blue players have a stereotype of being friendless. Yeah, that's true. Like I said, though, I actually didn't used to play a lot of blue. Oh, yeah, Hidden Strings is not going in the deck. Right now we have... You know what I hope I have? I hope I have enough basic lands. I think I have a box full of basic lands. I hope I have enough basic islands. We'll see. We'll see. Just got infiltrated from Fate Reforged, my favorite card as a child. What does that one do? I don't... Whoop! This is why I am so glad I have a water bottle with a lid. Chat, please, somebody help me. I'm gonna end up water damaging cards. And normally I would be mad about it, but honestly it would be funny because I think it would add, like, value to my cards. Oh, God. Coda card kind of lives in a limbo spot. It's like material on an XC sponsor. It kind of goes to its own zone. I see. 2 and a blue. Human Monk. This creature can be blocked as long as you control no other creatures. When this creature deals combat damage to a player, exile on the top card of your library in a pile face down. Show the pile the manifest. Ooh. Interface up to 2/3. Ooh, that's really fun. That'll add the theme of the deck. That's true. That's true. We need to make a bingo card about spilled beverages at this point. You guys do. You guys do. But yeah, so the 𝖉𝖊𝖓 cards are really funny to me because I loved 𝖉𝖊𝖓 as a kid. So Refocus is a weird one because I'm not sure if I'm going to have anything that needs to be tapped or untapped because Rhystic Storyteller does not have anything. Dog shit card, but Little B loved it. It sounds great. It sounds great. Before you can open your third eye, you must prove you can open the first two. Rebound is another mechanic that isn't used very often. There's a couple more Aetherizes. Spell Rapture. Counterback a spell unless its controller pays X, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. That's probably not very good in a mono blue deck. That's probably for Simic. Another Stymied Hopes. Another Refocus. I have a lot of copied cards. This one's a really fun card. I forgot about this one. Refraction Helix. Until end of turn, target creature gains tap, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Where the geometries of the world collapse, a Master of the Ether can harvest power beyond comprehending. That's fun. More Aetherize. Disperse. Disperse is a good card. Classic. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Griffith found his way home and resumed life as best he could, constantly hiding his newfound fear of clouds. I love reading flavor text because sometimes you never know what you're gonna get. Like, there's some really thoughtful flavor text. There's some very interesting flavor text, and then you have this one, which is just a joke. It's just a joke flavor text. All right. Griptide. This is an interesting one. Put target creature on top of its owner's library for 4. Can we do counterspell since it's mono blue? Yes, we can, if I can find it. I don't know if I actually have a single copy of counterspell, which is crazy since I played Magic for 13 years. I really like Goblins flavor text. Goblins have great flavor text. They have absolutely great flavor text. Griptide is a maybe. This one can't go in because there's a flashback for white. Force Away. Enemy once throw, don't even whisper remains. This is ferocious, probably not. Oh, I didn't know I have a Merfolk enchantment. You making any proxies for cards you don't have? Probably not, because it's really hard to play with proxies when you're not playing with sleeves. Unless I literally take a magic card and write on it. How about Frozen Ether? I don't know if I have it. I'll mention this a couple times, and I'll probably mention this 1,000 times. I'm only building cards, or I'm only building with cards I have. So, counterspells cringe, don't play counterspells. I don't know any that are actually fun. I'm gonna play Stymied Hopes. I forgot about the no sleeve condition. Yeah, no sleeves. I'm not gonna be playing with sleeves in this deck. Can some colorless cards? Yes, yes, yes. Colorless and blue cards are allowed, but if there's anything that has, like, this card can't be, in because it has a white mana symbol. It's commander color rules. Although are those changing? I remember hearing tell about them potentially changing. Let's see. This is a pile of cards I've already looked through. Okay. Where was I? Yeah, I didn't know I had this Merfolk enchantment. But I don't know if they did that already. Yeah, I'm not sure either. Shriekgeist. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, that player puts the top 2 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. Probably not. Flying can only block creatures with flying. That's draft. Hybrid color is allowed in monocolor decks. Oh, it is allowed. I did see the Magic ban list. They finally banned 𝖉𝖕. That's crazy. I actually did not expect them to ban 𝖉𝖕. You know what that means, though, chat? You're not going to like it when I say this. But Wizards of the Coast makes better ban lists than Konami. Because they actually bothered to ban 𝖉𝖕, which is crazy. On a completely unrelated note, I did not remember that there were mono blue cards that had prowess. That seems really good. That seems really good in this deck. It wasn't a given. I mean, to be fair, I never really paid much attention to ban lists in general, so. Prowess is in blue and red. I only remember it being like... it was like white-red. It was mostly Jeskai, but I guess this is a Jeskai card. But this is Prowess. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. That seems good to me. Where's the fun in Escape if it's not at least a little daring? True. Debatable. They knew 𝖉𝖕 was a problem for quite a while. That's fair. That's fair. But at least they did something. Konami knows that Maxi is a problem, but they also know that they're making a ton of money off of it. I would have agreed with that if Konami didn't slam dunk the last list in TCG. You know what? That's fair. I did hear that the last TCG ban list was really good. So these are unfortunate. I can't play, I mean, I could play these, but I don't want to play these because the spell mastery is too long. These are also counter spells anyways. Here's an example of flavor text that is less than 10. 6 feet of earth muffled his cries. Only 6. This would not proc the Rhystic Storyteller. Peel from reality. Return target creature you control and target creature you don't control to their owner's hands. That's pretty good. Oh, that could protect our commander. I mean, to be honest, all the hand traps in Yu-Gi-Oh! I might as well just be playing in some blue deck and Magic. So true, so true. Oh, I also have a negate. Did I already grab a negate? I don't think I have a negate. Let's throw their negate in. Which this is a really long one. Target non-creature spell. Masters of the Arcane savor a delicious irony. Their study of deep and complex arcana leads to such a simple end. The ability to merely say yes or no. That one's fun. Alright. So far, I have found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards for the deck. And just on this little pile of cards. We're going to be here for a while. I hope you know that. Konami just doesn't deal stuff if they aren't played outside their archetypes, or if they, as of recently, create unfun gameplays. That's fair. That's fair. Wizards is having a problem with modern, red, and modern. 89 more to go, I know. Alright. Oh, more prowess. 2-1 with just prowess, though. Maybe. But that is a maybe. Artful Dodge. Target creature is unblockable this turn. I don't know if unblockable is going to be that important. Maybe if commander damage becomes a thing. This is tap, add colorless to your mana pool. Spend this only to cast colorless spells. Probably not going in there. I'm probably not going to do colorless mana. That's another negate. Surge. Oh my god, I forgot about the surge mechanic. Surge. You may cast a spell for its surge cost if you or another teammate has cast another spell this turn. I totally forgot that was a thing because this was built for Two-Headed Giant. I love Two-Headed Giant. Colorless, colorless, colorless. Unity of Purpose. Support 2. Put a +1/+1 creature on +1/+1 counter on each up to 2 target creatures. Untap each creature you control with +1/+1 counter. That would be good in like a counters deck, but this probably isn't a counters deck. This is another surge spell. Or a teammate, yeah, for Two-Headed Giants. Not just Two-Headed Giants, but it was balanced for it. Yeah. That's why it says so a teammate, it's Two-Headed Giant is like tag duels in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you have 2 players playing at the same time, playing their own decks at the same time, versus 2 other players playing at the same time. Two-Headed Giant is actually how I first started playing Magic, because my first pre-release I ever went to was Two-Headed Giant. It's a very fun way to play Magic. Nearly impossible to play online, though, unfortunately. You could probably realistically figure out a way to do it through, like, tabletop or something, but... So this is an interesting one, because if you cast another spell, this basically becomes divination at instant speed. Which I think is pretty good. Study life with things that affect an opponent affect both players. Yeah, exactly. Alright. Our time grows short. If we wish to vanquish the Eldrazi, we must unlock the Hedron secrets. 𝖍𝖆𝖊𝖓. So that's some lore from... What is this set? I don't remember what this set symbol is. Anyone remember this set symbol? I don't remember. Let's see. Friends Duty Teacher used a Yu-Gi-Oh card as an example for what bad, ugly, unreadable design looks like. He's not wrong. Yeah, one sec. All good, all good. Blinding Drone. More flying, or more prowess, but this one's flying. Maybe? Probably not going to be casting a lot of artifacts, but this is good. The Eldrazi set. Yeah, it's an Eldrazi set. Another artifact card. I'm finding my Mirrodin set, or Mirrodin block cards, apparently. There's Cancel. Yu-Gi-Oh needs keywords. I don't disagree, but people would fight you over that. Oh, it's the Gatewatch. Thank you. Yes, that was it. Cancel. Even the greatest inferno begins as a spark, and anyone can snuff out a spark. Another negate. More negate, negate, negate. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step? Probably not so good. Hello, How! You've built a deck. Let's go. I'm currently building a deck. Ooh, telling time. That changes stuff like Armageddon Flash. Like, the two different cards, Armageddon and Flash. Zendikar, forget which one time. Yeah, Oath of the Gatewatch was with Battle for Zendikar. Azula can copy new targets for Flash and Instance. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. That sounds like a blast. We're currently building, a card called the Rhystic Storyteller, where whenever I cast a spell with 10 or more words of flavor text, I draw a card unless an opponent plays one, and my deck can't have sleeves. Tonight is event night, so this should be fun. Ooh, that's exciting. So these are maybes. We have Telling Time. This is like Anticipate, I think. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of those cards into your hand, one on top of your library, and one on the bottom of your library. Mastery is achieved when Telling Time becomes Telling Time what to do. It's fun. Fox, Brainless, how are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Permission to derail stream, please. Please do. What's up? Yeah, we're just talking about cards. Just don't make me spill my water again. Are you gonna call me? Stream was on rails? No. No, never. Stream was never on rails. I don't know how to drive a train. I think he is calling me. What? What is this? Okay, I see what we're doing. I've DM'd you something. I see that. I see that. Okay. Brainless has DM'd. Okay, we're gonna derail stream here a sec. All right. Brainless has intrigued me. Food categories tier list maker. I have a bad feeling about this. I know you too well, Brainless. So, can I stop pressing the wrong button? That'd be great. We're just gonna... So, please categorize this food, whether it's a soup... Oh my god. If Ulner was here. Soup, sandwich, salad, or pasta? Alright, we have 24 images. Every time I hear people call each other out and say nothing else, it makes me want to jump in. Fox, Brainless, Tyler. I swear to God if it's foreskin again. No, it's not foreskin. Alright. It has to be one of these. It can't be anything else. You're telling me beer has to be a soup. Okay. Lasagna? I know you want it to be a sandwich, but it's pasta. What the fuck do you mean a muffin? How the fuck am I supposed to put a muffin in any of these? I'm assuming this D tier is not supposed to be here. Are you winning? No! Brainless is making me categorize food! Okay, let's go. There's nothing easy on here. Okay. Hot dog is a sandwich. I think that's chili. That's a soup. That could also be salsa. I guess salsa's soup. That's the closest thing I have. Hear me out. Lasagna is a soup. Muffin is just bread to a sandwich. Sushi or sandwiches? Yeah, that I agree with. What the fuck is this, Brainless? I don't even know what half of this stuff is. I think that's like mashed potatoes. All pasta is just thick soup. I disagree with that. What? This is literally just steak. I guess it's a breadless sandwich. Alright, is there anything else in here that's a breadless sandwich? What is this? Breadless sandwich. This is tiramisu. I guess it's a sandwich. What is this? I don't know what half of this is. Tacos are a salad? Oh, I forgot we had salad options. Fuck, I'm Midwestern. Chat. Is salsa a salad or a soup? Why are we categorizing some foods if it's food it can be sacrificed for 2 mana to gain 3 life? That's true, we could. Lasagna being a soup? Hi, Plucci! Your Midwestern is showing salad is anything that's solid food mixed together. So that's... Is any of this soup? I think guacamole. Is this curry? That's a soup. Scrambled eggs? There's like omelet and eggs. What is this? Is this grits or like shrimp and grits? I don't know what these are. It's like parfaits. Are these crepes or I don't know foods. I don't know foods. Soup has to be hot, no? No, because, gazpacho's a thing. Soup does not have to be hot. I don't know what these images are. I guess chocolate milk is a soup. That's a crepe. I guess it's a sandwich. Brownies? That's, whatever the inside-out pizza is. I guess that means pizza's also a sandwich. I don't know. Yeah, the calzone, that's what I was looking for. Calzone, I guess, is a sandwich. I think it's technically, like, this isn't the right distinction I would be looking for. The distinction I would be looking for would be, like, you know the image where it's, like, flat, and then, like, taco-shaped, and then, like, a whole box? Calzone would be a box. Pizza is like flatbread. Crepes are also a box. This is just stacked. There's not a lot of pasta here, I'm realizing. I don't know what eggs would be. Like, what are eggs? I guess tacos are sandwiches. Calling a crepe a sandwich hurts me right in the French. I mean, out of these four, I literally have 4 options. What else would a crepe be? I guess this cheesecake is pasta. What? No, I can't go with that. Is that an omelet? Omelet, scrambled eggs, brownies. I don't know what that is. It's some kind of drink. I don't know what this is. I literally don't know what this is. You're an interesting creature. Crepe is definitely a sandwich. I agree with that. Crepe pasta? Please, explain to me how any of this other than lasagna is pasta. Shrimp and grits? Maybe grits could be considered pasta. Hello, what are we tier listing? I'm being forced to put food in categories of soup, salad, sandwich, or pasta. Flatbread with toppings on top? That would be a sandwich, no? Like, cheesecake is a sandwich. Brownies are weird. I guess it's a sandwich. Because could an Italian consider a pizza pasta? Plucci, is pizza pasta? Or is pizza a sandwich? Omelet counts as a sandwich? I could see that. Also, I don't know what this is. I guess muffins are sandwiches too. You could make a muffin sandwich if you put a piece of butter between 2. Lasagna goes... I literally disagree. I don't know why the fuck lasagna would ever be soup. More like a salad, in my opinion. A salad? Pizza just an open-top panini ergo sandwich? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. A tart? I mean, I guess it's a sandwich. I guess scrambled eggs are salad. So, for me, pasta has to be boiled. Pasta only counts as pasta if it's boiled. Because do you ever eat raw pasta? Unless you're eating it in a salad? Because you're from the Midwest? The base is just a bowl? I don't know. I think beer, mashed potatoes, curry, chocolate milk, whatever fucking alcoholic drink this is soup. I think that's pretty good. You're a pasta, I like the crunch. I mean, there's different than, like, just eating it to eat it, or, like, eating it as a meal. Salad, I guess, is salsa, guacamole, and scrambled eggs. My best bet. I definitely think a hot dog is a sandwich. I think tacos are sandwiches, as well as sushi. I think pasta and maybe shrimp and... lasagna and shrimp and grits is maybe pasta? Is that Jell-O with fruit in it? I have no idea what it is. I'm just gonna say you can have a lot of open-faced sandwiches and you can have, like, double-decker sandwiches, which is why sandwiches is so big. That's... I don't know. That's my distinction. You have successfully derailed stream. Taco could either be a sandwich or a salad depending on what you eat in it. I don't think salads are determined by what is in it. I think it's determined by how it's shaped. But yeah. I think that's good enough. Yeah, I don't know. Brainless, what was your take? Is there anything in here that you, like, strongly disagree with? I guess a taco can't be a salad because there's such a thing as a taco salad. Yeah, I think the salad versus sandwich is dependent on the order of operations. I haven't done it yet. I'm waiting for others. Do you want me to send you a screenshot of this or something? Because I guess I can do that. Salad is anything that's chopped up. I think it's chopped up or, like, mixed together. Which is why I did eggs. But I think, like, sushi rolls have, like, an outer shell. Tacos have an outer shell. You fold an omelet. The meat is in here because it's like a breadless sandwich. Grits or polenta, which is cornmeal, loose grain, not a shaped dough. Yeah. Which, would you consider that to be pasta? Do you think pasta or shaped dough is pasta? Also, hello, Repult. How are you doing today? Curse you, culinary, for being so vague in your descriptions of food. I don't think you were ever supposed to do this, is the point. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to move before giving it a screenshot. I think grits are more of a salad than pasta. I could see that, actually. I could see that. But I definitely think lasagna is pasta. Isn't everything a breadless sandwich, though? I mean, where else would you put meat? Because I don't think it's soup. I don't think it's salad. And I definitely don't think it's pasta. I think it's like... Because if you... Take, for example, if you're on a keto diet... And you make a meat sandwich that is meat in the middle and the meat as the buns. Is that not a sandwich still? I don't understand keto diets. The protein is the bread. Yeah. Is tea a soup? In this context, yes. Unfortunately. I guess water's a soup too. I don't know. My brain hurts. Why, brainless? Why? Anyways, I'll send you the screenshot. I agree, you just gave me an epiphany. Everything is a breadless sandwich. Well, I feel like pasta is pretty distinctive. And yeah, I do know they make keto bread. I think pasta's pretty distinctive. And I think salads are pretty distinctive. This is the ocean is a soup all over again. Yeah, it is. Thank you, appreciate you, love you, moi. Okay, bye, brainless. Thank you for the... Thank you for the derailment. All right. Well, that was interesting. My dad started a keto diet and he says that the bananas are bad because of carbs, while beef tallow and bacon are fine. And keto is weird. Keto is weird because the whole point of keto is it's to put your body into ketosis, where your body is only surviving on ketones, which I've heard sucks. Go back to your foreskin physics. Yeah. You never put pasta between two pieces of bread? No. You're right saying omelet is a sandwich. I compare it to a KFC double down. What is a KFC double down? I did keto, and the reason it makes people lose weight is by the coincidence they eat more healthier meats. Is that why? I feel like it's a different reason, but I'll take your word for it. Do you ever eat ramen noodles by the brick? Not by the brick, but I would definitely nibble on them. Thank you for the stretch. Oh, Pop. Hello, Vixie Dixie. I will lurk while I play video games. Have a nice stream, everyone. Thanks so much for being here, Felix. I hope you have a great day. Enjoy your lurk. Were you talking about foreskin physics before I got here? No, we were talking about that during my last collab with Brainless. The ketosis is what does it. She doesn't know the legend of Double Down? I don't. What is the legend of Double Down? What is this? The KFC Double Down sandwich? I once sent you a video on the Discord one time. I totally forgot. It's largely about the specific cards and the specific crafts, but keto diets only focus on the whole macro, which is short-sighted. I'm going to tell you something really controversial, chat. You're not going to believe me when I tell you this. Diets don't work. The only thing that works is eating less. You eat fewer calories, you will lose weight. Forcing yourself to be on a restrictive diet is much more challenging than just eating less. Why is there no chainsaw juggle redeem? Because I can't juggle. And I mean, that's entirely up to the individual person, but in my opinion, I don't think diets work. Ketosis is when my body gets a shake so I don't eat for the whole day. Ketosis is when your body breaks down ketones. Instead of breaking down, I forget what the other chemical it's trying to break down is. Chicken sandwich where the buns are fried chicken with bacon and cheese in the middle. Ah. Partially true. Calorie theory is very limited in scope, and you can't actually compare calories across macros. That's fair. More challenging and oftentimes more expensive because you need specialized foods. Yes, ketoacidosis. Yeah, that's the thing. I can't take dietary advice from someone who glazes something called Butterburger from Culver's. Sorry. And guess what? I've lost 10 pounds. So, heart attack the sandwich. That's funny. That does sound like a heart attack. All right. Anyways, where were we? Carbs and sugars. I have found more success eating the things I want and just eating less of it than forcing myself to eat something healthy. Diet should be meant to remove less profitable food for better foods. I think diet should be meant to help people think about eating healthier. Yeah, I could see that. I just think if you're already struggling to eat healthy, I think also trying to worry about like what you're eating. I don't know. I've never had a healthy relationship with food. I've never had a healthy relationship with food, so. For me. But yeah. Diets are weird. Diet culture is particularly weird. I think the best thing about food is you know your body better than I do. So if it works for you, great. It doesn't work for me though. Now the individual diets for keto versus vegan versus etc. is unnecessary in my opinion. Yeah, I could agree that. I've increased my total calories by about 1,000 and balanced it to be larger, more cane sugar, and I'm losing weight. But I put an unreasonable amount of effort into studying to make that work. Very little exercise. That's interesting. I don't care that much. I don't want to change my lifestyle. I'm very happy with my lifestyle. Which is why for me, just eating less works. I used to be 2D, not like because of an eating disorder, just kidding. I was told I was underweight and was told to eat junk, now I'm overweight. It's balance. It's a balancing act. If you just eat less or don't eat, you regain weight when you start eating normally. Best thing is to adjust your eating habits. I totally respect that sentiment. I don't care that much. Like, I just want to be, like, at a healthy weight. I don't really care about the macros or the micros. I'm not trying to bulk up. I don't know, Chan. I'm just trying to be healthier. I don't give a shit about nutrition. I take vitamins daily. I mean, it depends on what you mean by eating normally, right, Yiggy? Like, if I'm drastically increasing my calorie count, then yeah, sure, I'm going to regain weight. But if I go from eating, like, 1,600 calories a day versus eating 1,800 calories a day, and I'm still counting my calories and making sure I'm staying within my calorie count, you don't regain the weight. Right. I'm just trying to work out and not get anxious at the gym. Felt! Think I turned my micro into a macro? I'm sure if you buy a 𝖍𝖆𝖓𝖓 mouse pad, you surely could. I hate myself for saying that. Just cook and eat natural stuff and take a multivitamin that doesn't have fillers other than chalk. I mean, I don't even think you need to go that far. With a fast metabolism, so I just eat what I want and work out and I'm good. Okay, you're fucking lucky. Get the fuck out of here, Robert. When I say you, I don't mean like you. I just talk like that. I mean you as in some person. Yeah, I mean, you have to be careful about it, right? But yeah, funny blue cards, right? Enough talking about diet science when I have absolutely no knowledge about it. I just know from my own personal experience. And the fact that when I went to Japan, I lost, like, so much weight. I got really sick when I was in Japan. Anyways. I've been eating like shit lately and still losing weight. It's a balancing act. Like I said, you guys know your bodies better than I do. Alright, I'm looking for, do I want more counter spells? Probably not like that. Something else that's blue, Culver's. Culver's is great. You said you need to check for those. I do need to check for lands. I have to get up to do that. I don't feel like getting up. I love the free sicky, gotta love the free sicky weight loss. Ugh. I surely don't. Bone to Ash. I think I already have Anticipate. Gaseous Form. That's a funny old card, but I don't think that's a good old card to be putting in here. Enchant creature neither deals nor receives combat damage. This one is literally just flavor text, which is tempting. Landfall triggers. I don't think I'm going to be doing landfall triggers. Getting Trading 𝖉𝖕𝖊𝖓, not 𝖍𝖆𝖊𝖓. It makes no sense. It depends on how long you've done it, right? Also, welcome in, Money Getter. How you doing today? Thanks so much for the hydrate. Ugh. 𝖇𝖎𝖙 Scheming is another fun card. This one is... Look at the top 5 cards of your library, put any number of them into your graveyard and the rest back on top in any order. I don't know. Maybe if we have any flashback, that would be pretty good. Hello, Hopple. All is well with y'all. We're doing good. We're doing good. We're just going through some of my old Magic cards. We're building a deck of the Rhystic Storyteller. So, we're just yapping and vibing and talking about food, apparently. Brainless came in and entirely derailed by asking me to categorize food in categories that don't make sense. Yeah, Fogbank is a classic. I'm really tempted to put Fogbank in there. Because it was, Fogbank is one of those cards that you just remember having all the time. So I might throw the Fogbank in there. Although, does it count? The union of sky and sea makes a perfect covered. Tower and sky summer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it does actually count. What are your thoughts on the MTG Last Airbender set? I'm going to be playing it, and I'm excited to be playing it. And I think that some of the mechanics are really interesting, but I still do not think that Universes Beyond sets should be in Standard. I love Fogbank. It's so bad. It's so bad, but it's so good, but it's so bad. What does Fogbank do? Fogbank is a 0/2 wall for 1 and a blue, and as Defender, flying, and prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to and dealt by Fogbank. You ordered a set already? No, I've just watched some people play. I have not bought a set. I have not spent any money on Magic the Gathering since, I guess I was given money to spend on Magic the Gathering, but I haven't bought anything that I haven't told chat about on Magic the Gathering. Interpret the Signs does not have flavor text. Artificer's Epiphany. I don't think we're gonna have a ton of artifacts. Cryptic Cruiser. The Screeching Scab. Clutch of Currents. You could tell that there are a lot of sets I knew. Fogbank sits there and looks pretty. And it's great. I mean, sometimes you just gotta sit there and look pretty, right, chat? Target attacker creature gets -4/-0. This is another flying prowess creature. I'll put that on a maybe. You did spend money recently? Did I? Make a hexproof and it's golden? That's true. That's very true. You got scammed. Was that recently? That was like a month ago. When I went to the antique mall and got scammed at the antique mall. But I was just like looking at the pretty fog. I mean, Fogbank has really pretty artwork. Fox? What? I thought you were talking about the Fogbank. I thought that was an intentional thing. No flavor text, no flavor text, no flavor text, no flavor text. More, landfall. Another cancel. Did I already put cancel in here? I think I did. Wait. Yeah, there it is. I have a cancel already. Sometimes time is kind of fucked. I didn't realize that far back. Yeah, it was a while ago now, actually. A lot of these. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. Again, I don't know if that's useful. We'll have to see what we have. Alright, what else do we have here? A lot of cards in my way. I can't remember what I've been through and what I haven't. This. Oh, this is new. Okay. Another Screeching Scab. Disdainful Stroke, which is converted mana cost 4 or greater. You're beneath contempt, your lineage will be forgotten. That one also does not have enough words in flavor text. Yes, flavor text can change from set to set. I think I had a copy of Cancel or Negate. I have a different copy of Negate that has less or fewer words in the flavor text. So that one's probably not going to get used. Another Jeskai Wind Scout. Another 𝖼𝖙 Scheming. This one is really unfortunate because it doesn't have flavor text, but this card would be really good. It's 2 and a blue. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may pay 1. If you do tap target creature an opponent controls, then it doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Is there any R? What do you mean R? The dieting only works if it works for the person in question, not for the choice of the group. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I am half tempted to put that in there anyways, just because it's a good card. No Disdainful Stroke. Oops. Ordeal of Thassa. Funny card. Doesn't mean you can't run it anyways, that's true. Do you have any SpongeBob cards? I do not. Hi, Squeak! Welcome in, how are you doing? We're gonna do a quick test fate. Where'd I put my dice? Oh, they're there. That is a 4. That is not a double or a 6. All right, Squeak, you know what that means for you? You are going to get sent straight to the Shadow Realm. Thank you for playing. See you back in 5 minutes. I'm glad to hear you're doing good, though. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Cock time! Cock time. Thank you for playing. We'll see you back in 5 minutes. All right. Where was I? Wave Crash Titan. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, scry one. That is interesting. Yes, they are new accessories. These gloves are new accessories, and then I also do have the rings, but they're not visible under my gloves. Thank you. Thank you again so much for these. These are really nice. I might consider this card as well. So I was about to get into the Shadow Realm. Is there a way we can double it? Give it to the next person? I had never considered that. Oh god, I just dropped a bunch of cards. There's another negate. Triton Shore Thief. A 1/2. Whenever it enters the battlefield, tap target creature and opponent controls it on tap. They look nice. Thank you, thank you. Exile a creature card, enters the battlefield tap. That seems meh. Invisibility. This card is funny. Enchanted creature can't be blocked except by walls. Glint. Target creature you control gets +0/+3 and gains hexproof in turn. Hey, that would protect our fog bank. That seems good. What's the text? Rakshasa wastes no opportunity to display their wealth and power, even in the midst of a sorceress duel. Glint is good. Yeah, Glint is good. Alright. Skywise Teaching. Oh, this seems good. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may pay 1 and a blue. Jesus Christ. You may pay 1 and a blue if you do put a 2/2 blue Djinn Monk creature with flying onto the battlefield. That's really good. That's really good. The nails are a nice touch. Thank you. Thank you. Ojutai's words must be translated from Draconic before his students can benefit from their wisdom. Oh, talk about Force Spike. There's Force Spike. Hell yeah, Fog Bank, Pseudo Commander. Exactly. I wish I could play this Force Spike, but it only says, I don't think so. Considering it, though. Might put it in there. Ooh, Ghostly Flicker. Exile 2 target creatures and or artifacts, creatures and or lands you control, then return those cards to the battlefield under your control. Sometimes useful to take a break from existence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my god, it's only 9! Okay, I'm gonna put it there anyways. There's another negate. Plygame Scheming. Ooh! Compulsive Research. This is a good card, too. Target player draws 2 cards, and then player discards 2 cards unless he or she discards a land. 4 parts Molten Bronze, yes. 1 part Frozen Mercury, yes, yes. But then what? Statute of Denial. Counter target spell if you control a blue creature, draw a card, then discard a card. Wait, there's a Bone to Ash is actually... Well, Bone to Ash is creature spells, isn't it? Maybe. I don't have time for the 9. Thanks for the stream. See ya. Thanks so much for being here, Aki. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Yeah, tokens. It makes tokens. Combo multiplier for every person who fails test fate. The next person is banned for twice as long as the last. That's funny. In this rule set, are you allowed to eat the cards during the game or feed them to your hypothetical pet duck? I mean, I wouldn't stop you. Are you making your fog bank a lieutenant? I could. I definitely could. That would be funny. Alright, Pin to the Earth. Hands of Binding. Another 4C. Dissolve. This one also doesn't have enough flavor text. Half-hour reminder to drink water, everyone. Good point. Yes, and let me hydrate. Imagine translating Force Spike so that it's 10 words. That'd be so annoying, but really funny. Dissolve. Dissipate. I might put this in a maybe anyways. Counter target spell. If that spell is countered this way, exile instead of putting it into its owner's graveyard. This abomination never belonged in our world. I'm merely setting it free. Spell Rapture. There's a mana leak. The fatal flaw in every plan is the assumption that you know more than your enemy. That one's kind of fun. Ooh, Divination. Oh, that's a long-ass Divination. Look at that. Even the House of Galen, who takes the most scholarly approach to the mystic traditions, has resorted to exploring more primitive methods in Avacyn's absence. Ooh, Preordained. Preordained doesn't have flavor text! I'm putting it in the maybe pile anyways. There's another Divination. This is the more classic art style, but I don't think it has enough text, actually. The key to unlocking this puzzle is within you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... Okay, no, I guess if you count the name, it counts. Nimbus of the Isles. It's just a... Oh my god, it's a 3/3 flyer for 5? Thank you for the hydrate. Where's my water? Why is that displacement flavor describe me? This thing is an abomination and doesn't belong. I mean, felt. Welcome into 𝖍𝖕𝖊𝖓 Teddy Bear. How are you doing today? We are currently building a deck for the Rhystic Storyteller. So I'm looking through all of my cards and seeing which ones have flavor text. Mystic of the Hidden Way. Coastline Chimera can't go in. There are some preordained printings that do have flavor text. I figured there were. Vaporkin, Coastline Chimera. Glacial Stalker has a lot of text, but it's not very good. There's another Refocus. Singing Bell Strike. Enhanced Awareness is a 5 mana. Draw 3 cards, then discard a card. Leyline of Anticipation. You know what? I think I actually have a really fucked up Leyline of Anticipation somewhere. It might actually be in my Tasker deck. I'll have to take a look. This is our little pile of cards so far. Atrocious Domain or Disdain. Every failure, every death only makes my strength greater. 2 and a blue. That's a maybe. If we end up having a lot of graveyard stuff, that might not be bad. I'd like to find some more flashback stuff. Keymaster Rogue. It's unblockable. Whenever it enters the battlefield, return a creature you control to its owner's hand. That one can't be played. Inspiration. Target player draws 2 cards. Hold on, I am running out of room over here. They don't have constant anxiety because they have open mana. True. How many creatures do you have so far? I think 1. I have an enchantment that makes creatures, and then I have a fog bank. No, I have a Jeshian Thief as well, so that's 2. I have 2 creatures! Great. I think having cards that bounce would be good because of Blink with Blue. Yeah, I did have a couple. Did I put, I think I put Ghostly Flicker over here because it didn't have quite enough text. I have a couple of maybes in here. Alright, Inspiration. Target player draws 2 cards. Day 31. I finally succeeded in my time reversal experiment. Day 30. I might have a problem here. That one's pretty funny. Oh my god. It's Teferi. Disruptive Student. Tap. Counter target spell unless his caster pays an additional 1. Play this ability as an interrupt. Teferi is a problem student. Always late for class. No appreciation for constructive use of time. That's really funny. I was about to say Fogbank Voltron. I almost feel like I want to put Disruptive Student in there because it's really funny. Alright, let's see. What else is in here? Is this something I've been through already? Send to Sleep? No. No, yes it is. Is it? This looks familiar. Yeah, this is all familiar. Okay. Moving on to another pile. Where's the next pile? Ugh. Okay. Seacoast Drake is just a flyer for 2. Nurok and Vizmancer is unblockable. Whenever it enters the battlefield, target creature is unblockable until end of turn. I used to love Breaching Hippocamp. This card is fun. It's a 4 mana 3/3 or 3/2 with flash. Whenever it enters the battlefield, untap another target creature control. Just kind of a fun one. Fog Elemental. Do you have a Mana War? I might. We'll see. Whenever it attacks or blocks, sacrifice at the end of combat. It's a 4/4 flyer for 3. Probably not. Breaching Hippocampus again. Another Fog Elemental. Oh, Mnemonic Wall. That one's a good one. Fogbank Voltron, where you have to find a spell to remove the abilities from your own creature. Yeah. This is a good card because whenever it enters the battlefield, you may return a target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your battlefield. Or to your hand. Why did I say battlefield? It augments What is this word? Anaminsis? What is so confusing about that? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If you count the name. I don't know if the name counts, but I think it should. That's some graveyard stuff. Elusive Spellcaster. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it gives +1/+7 until the turn it can't be blocked. Maybe. Hello, Random Gamer. How are you doing today? Welcome in, welcome in. We're currently just looking through some old cards. This one's draw 3 and the discard 2 unless you discard a creature card. I don't have enough creatures. Pen to the Earth. Aqueous Form. Would be funny, but I don't know any. There's like a bunch of things that can be unblockable. I like make things unblockable, but 1, I don't have enough creatures, and 2, I don't know what the unblockable would be for. Unsummon's really good. You're trespassing in my reality. Ask permission next time. Right into being. This one manifests. Look at the top 2 cards. Manifest one and then put the other on the top or bottom. Pretty good, but no flavor text. 𝖕𝖊𝖊𝖓 Drowner. Exploit. Whenever it exploits, look at the top 4 of your library, put it into your graveyard, the rest into your hand. One to your hand, the rest into your graveyard. Meh. And the name is also italic, so true. Peek is a fun card. Peek is a fun card. I don't know if I have a peek. Build deck. That's what I'm doing. Hello, Phantom. How are you doing today? Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. I almost said Tuesday. It ain't Tuesday. Carp. It's literally just a 2/5 with flavor text, and that's it. It's a maybe. Thank you so much for the hydrate. Alright. Whisk away. Put a target attacking or blocking creature on top of its owner's library. That would be good if it was attacking creatures. I think Aetherize is just better. Benthic Giant, just a hexproof. Counter target artifact or enchantment spell. Maybe. Counter target blue spell? Probably not. Mizium Skin. Our second pseudo commander, Carp. Yes, Carp. Feels like a Thursday. It's salt, it's not my payday though. Hello, may I pet the cute fox? Hello, you may broken. I will take the head pats. Can mark any of these cards when you play this deck like that mana crypt from the video? I don't know. I don't know if there's anything that's a win con here. I'm new at MTG. I'm only decent with one deck. That's okay. This is not a good deck, so you don't have to be good at Magic to help me with this one. We're just looking at flavor text because my commander says whenever you cast a spell with 10 or more words of flavor text, draw a card unless an opponent pays 1. So we're looking for cards with a lot of flavor text. So we're just kind of enjoying the flavor of Magic right now. There's a lot of... Ooh. Treasure Cruise is good. I don't know if I have enough things in our graveyard, though, to delve it. Countless delights drift on the surface while dark schemes run below. Mystic of the Hidden Way is one that we've seen before. Wildline permanent on top of its owner's library. That's another good card, but... 𝖉𝖕𝖊𝖓. This is another instant speed draw, too. Thank you for the scratches behind the ear. Wishcoin Crab. It was always called Wisconsin Crab in, well, Midwest. What? I've never heard of this card before. Draw 2 cards. Timur Shamans speak of 3 destinies, the now, the echo of the past, and the unwritten. They find flickering paths among tangled possibilities. Rite of Undoing. More delve cards. For the Singing Bell Strike. Thank you for the love! So we play Magic to win. We play Magic to read the flavor text in every vanilla, just like how we play Yu-Gi-Oh! Exactly! Exactly! Yeah, you're forced to read the flavor text. That was a pretty neat little tally column for each successful, unsuccessful coin flip on the mana crypt. Yeah, if I have any coin flip cards that go in the deck, I would love to do that, but I don't have any. I don't think. At least none that go in. Island Cycling is tempting. But it's a monocolored deck, maybe not. Wash away for annoying commanders, if we have any. If we have any. 2/5. It's a 2/5 vanilla for 4. Oh, that's funny. Screaming Sea. Oh my god. This is Squadron Hawk, but for blue. But much worse, because it's 4 mana.
Can you scold Plushie with angry mommy voice?
Sure, I guess I can. Plushie, how dare you be anxious? I refuse to let you be anxious. In this house, not allowed. You have to be calm, cool, and collected, and nothing else. Thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, Archetype of Imagination is a funny card. Not a good card. Funny card. Creatures you control have flying. Creatures your opponents control lose flying and can't gain flying. Is it not the embodiment of our aspirations? Hello, Cicada. Hello, Josh. How are you doing today? Imagine building a tarot deck in Commander. I'd love to. Sorry I'm late. No worries. That's Whisk Away again. What do you mean not a good card? It's a good finisher. Archetype of Imagination is a 3/2, though. I don't know. Maybe. Another Screaming Seahawk. Dethrone is a fun one. I think we have Peel from Reality. Sultai Skullkeeper. Okay, I think I already have an Enhanced Awareness. Jeskai Sage. Whenever it dies, draw a card. Maybe. Reality Shift. Flying Prowess. Hexproof Prowess. Okay. I think we have a couple more piles over here. I should be putting the things I know I've gone through away.
Which outfit?
I don't think it works with bits. I don't remember if I ever set that up. I thought, did it work? Is it supposed to work with bits? No, I don't remember. I'll put myself on the witch out for you. Thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate that. The curiosity was killing me. I understand. Mass appeal. This is a fun card if you're playing humans, but I don't think I would have very many humans. Wait, is he a human?
Bikini outfit.
Nice try. The bikini outfit is not available right now. Mass appeal would be really funny. I like this card a lot, but I don't think there's a lot of humans in blue. 𝖉𝖊𝖓. The reality shift. I've got a lot of merfolk actually. Target creature gains flying until end turn. Whenever you play a... Oh, we have to put 𝖉𝖓𝖊 in here. Even though it doesn't have flavor text. It is an owl. The owl needs to go in the Rhystic Studies deck. Artful Dodge. Stymied Hopes. Other Stymied Hopes. Diminish. Target creature becomes 1/1 until end of turn. That's funny. Oh, wait, this is a, Did you miss the beginning of the stream, Tyler? Rhystic Studies was the essayist that I was talking about. The guy who does Magic the Gathering essays. He's the one who signed my card. Hello, Bubba Boy. How are you doing? My homie and I play MTG with calls my MTG with calls my deck Blood Artist, bitch. That's funny. I love Blood Artist. That's a good card. This is a really fun card, though, because it has a Lewis Carroll quote from Alice in Wonderland. That was a narrow escape, said Alice, a good deal frightened at the sudden change, but very glad to find herself still in existence. Makes an owl sound. I did not realize that was what you were doing, Tyler. Oh my god. That's fun. That's a funny card, though. How's your day going? It's going really well. I'm doing well. How's the MTG? It's good. It's good. We are just enjoying reading some flavor text. And just reminiscing about old Magic cards. A lot of diminishes, actually. Do I already have Disperse? Tomorrow's Thursday. Tomorrow is Thursday. Do I have a Disperse in the deck already? I have so many cards in the deck. Oh my god. We're probably gonna have to cut some. Heal from reality. I do have a Disperse. I have a different Disperse. I like this Disperse more, I think. Thank you for the hydrate! That was actually a really good one. Tyler, you got me really good there. I think I'm low on water already. Remember to hydrate, kids. Yes, remember to hydrate. Try to target creatures to their owner's hands. That is 6 mana. Still the same amount of flavor text? No, they don't. I think the Disperse that I have has enough flavor text, but this Disperse says... Most casualties of the power struggle between 𝖉𝖊𝖓𝖙 and Nurok didn't die on the field of battle. They merely disappeared. Tomorrow is the future, today is the present, so cherish it. Very true. Yes, from Rhystic Studies, the content creator, Rhystic Studies. But it is inspired by the Rhystic Study card. My grandma used to say that. That's so sweet. I like that saying. We have a level up card. That's not going to have flavor text. Wayward Soul. Oh, this flavor text is so cool. This is some of the coolest flavor text I've seen. Besides, I like the diminished flavor text. No home, no heart, no hope. Stronghold Graffito. I might include that one just because it's got cool flavor text. Downpour. Tap up to 3 target creatures. That's pretty good. Little trick. Counter target spell, draw a card. Another aqueous form, enhanced awareness, and another Jeskai Wind Scout. Yeah, I like that. I like that one. That one had really cool flavor text. This is all stuff I've seen. All right, we're getting down to the nitty gritty on all of this pile, at least. Tapping down creature gets worse with more opponents. That's true. That is true. Fastest Devour. I don't know if we have enough enchantments for this, but whenever this enters the battlefield under your control, target creature puts its top 2. Yeah, this is just mill. Mana Chains. Oh my god, cumulative upkeep. This card is really funny. So if you don't know what cumulative upkeep says, cumulative upkeep is at the beginning of each upkeep, put an age counter on this card, And then you have to do something for each age counter. For this one, the cumulative upkeep is 1 colorless. So every turn, you pay 1 colorless for each upkeep counter on the creature. So this is a really funny card. And it says, "The Lord of the Waste must be destroyed. I am bound to this destiny by the chains of fate. If only Gerard would see his part." Which is from 𝖕𝖕's journal. And that's a good one. Shriekgeist, 𝖉𝖕𝖊𝖓, 𝖍𝖆𝖗, and Transit, which has very funny flavor text, but not long enough. Don't get any ideas. 𝖉𝖊𝖊𝖓. Accumulated Knowledge, which isn't very good in Commander, since it's one of... Cumulative Upkeep is usually bad, right? Yes, but this is an enchantment where enchanted creature gains cumulative upkeep 1. So you put it on your opponent's creatures. So it makes your opponent's creatures count mana. Because if you can't pay the age counters, you sacrifice the permanent. Neutralizing Blast. Jeskai Runemark. Another accumulated knowledge. Train of... Oh, this is a fun card. Yeah, it's a neat card. Witch. I'm back in the Witch. Replicate. Whenever you cast a spell, copy it for each time you paid its replicate cost. Draw a card. But then... Oh, but... Which means... Which would lead to... Exactly. I like that one. Another mana chains. I have a couple mana chains, apparently. Shriekgeist. Merfolk Mesmerist is a fun card. Especially if you know the top of your opponent's deck. First playing against my deck is about to have fun. Oh, let's go. Turn target creature to its owner's hand. Its controller draws a card. Ghost Form, Dissolve, Disperse. Mystic Meditations. That's the one that we discard a card. There's Bone to Ash. I might consider Bone to Ash. I can think of worse ways to go. On second thought, maybe not. That's a funny one. Mirren Spy. This one is about artifacts. Oh my god, it's 𝖉𝖊𝖊𝖓. It's the original 𝖉𝖊𝖊𝖓. 𝖉𝖊𝖊𝖓 had always hated crowds. It is 5 mana to put non-land permanent on top of its owner's library, though. I don't know. Maybe we need 𝖉𝖊𝖊𝖓, though. Sky Games. Target creature gains flying until end of turn. After its only ability. Sorcery. Wait, what is this card? Whenever it deals combat damage, return it to its owner's hand? Why? Why? Oh, there's Opportunity. Target player draws 4 cards. Opportunity isn't something you wait for. It's something you create. I like that one. Fun fact, did you know that in some carded shops there was an event for Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you get to play with shop employees with a special deck? It's not for the public in a unique format called Boss Duels. I did not. I did not. Only 5 flavor text though for 𝖉𝖊𝖓. I know, it's really sad, but I think the flavor of the card is just so fun. Okay, before we continue though, I will be right back. My dad used to have insecurities about his forehead though. He'd always call himself a 5 head, and then as a kid, I'd be like, haha, no dad, you have a 6 head, and now I feel really bad. I took a walk the other night, and there were just a bunch of like, fully packaged condoms on the ground, like in multiple places along my walk, and it's like they're literally dropping like Magnum condoms just along the walk. Are they like trying to get somebody to follow it? It's like a breadcrumb of Magnum condoms. I don't know what's happening. Problem is I have such a little experience with a lot of games that I would want to play through the games first before. Did he steal my bed? Oh my god, he stole my bed, bro, what the I was trying to sleep there. Nintendo owning the right to be able to summon a creature to battle is, I think, one of the most damaging things that you can do. To own the right to be able to do a specific game mechanic is ridiculous. And even if it doesn't end up being, like it doesn't end up affecting anything other than Palworld, it's still crazy. I guess you're gonna be out of a job. You're right. Wait, chat, you guys can't summon me anymore. You can't summon me. I'm gonna get sued by Nintendo. No more summoning Fox at the beginning of stream because Nintendo's gonna come knocking on my door and telling them that I need to send them royalties because I have a creature you just summoned. Next time I'll break your ass. Don't :3 me. Okay, hello, I'm back. Where was I? I love this community. I love this community. I love you guys. Welcome back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I had too much water and too much coffee. Surprisingly, even though I almost spilled both. Okay. Put that over there. Thank you for the headbands. Thank you, thank you. Alright, we have... Oop. What? Brilliant Spectrum. Draw X cards where X is the number of colors of mana. Doesn't count. Mist Intruder. Oracle of Dust. Put a card an opponent owns from exile into that player's graveyard. Draw a card that discard a card. Nah. Giving your opponent advantage is never good. Is that when you technically gameplay? I don't know. I guess it depends on what you can define as a game. And we love you. Ooh. Hubris is interesting. So Hubris is like a... You're never gonna let me be in my normal outfit, are you?
Which outfit?
You know what? You're getting the full amount of time you can have the witch outfit. And thank you so much for the super chats, by the way. Thank you so much. It really means a lot. Hubris is interesting though because it's a return target creature and all auras attached to its own. Oh wait, so all creatures. No. Return target creature and all auras attached to it. Oh, I see. So you can actually... This is funny. Wait, chat. This is funny. There's a little combo here. So, say my opponent plays the Rhystic Storyteller, and I say, no, I don't like that. I'm going to enchant it with mana chains. But then I say, I want my mana chains back because there's something scarier. Hubris it, and then mana chains goes back to my hand, so then I can attach mana chains to something else. That's funny. That's funny. I might have to go back through this pile and see if there's any other enchantments. That's a sleeper hit. That's good. Triton Shore Stalker. This was really, really good at the Journey into Nyx pre-release because it's just a 1/1 that's unblockable. And it says, who will miss you, Drywalker? A wife? A child? Perhaps they will blame the sea for your fate and teach future generations to stay far away from it. Ooh. I like that one. But I don't know if he's going to go in the deck. Although, it is for my Journey into Nyx pre-release, so maybe. I think it's way too niche to be good. Oh, I'm not saying it's good, but I am saying it's fun. Scoops to intercept losing your stuff to destruction or losing combat. Yeah, no, that's good. Dreadwaters. Target opponent or target player puts the top X cards of his or her library in his or her graveyard where X is the number of lands you control. Put target creature on top of its owner's library. Scry one. That's funny. That's funny. You could put target creature you control onto your top of your library and then scry to the bottom if you don't want it, which is funny, but probably not good enough. Still need to recast the aura. Yeah. No, I mean, I know you need to recast the aura, but it gives you the opportunity to do that because you could do it on your turn. You don't have to do it on your opponent's turn. Whisk Away. I remember this one. Separatist Void Mage. Whenever it enters the battlefield, you may turn target creature to its owner's hand. It was... Even Surveyor. I tried Chill and Grind, but you know what? What can I do? You know what? Oh, what can you do? Of course you did that. You missed me insulting you in the mommy voice. I'm debating whether or not I should go to the pre-release for Avatar: The Last Airbender this weekend. I've never been before. I think you should. I think you should go to the pre-release. I love pre-releases. Pre-releases are the best. Let's see. I'm casting my most powerful commander, mommy voice, called Trouble Make It Double, and I'm gonna have to do the Southern accent afterwards. About not getting anxious. Oh yes, were you here? You just didn't say anything. I didn't know if you heard me then. It's worth giving it a shot. I think you should. I think it's a really fun way to play Magic. I would go to more pre-releases, but I don't really like my card stores, unfortunately. They're not really in good locations. I think I might if I wake up in time for it. You should, and if you do, please post about it. That's Converge. Converge isn't good in mono blue. Cloud Manta. Dispel. Did I have a Dispel? I might put a Dispel in there. I said we should destroy the Eldrazi. Ugin wanted to return them to stasis. Ugin's arguments were unconvincing. What are those horsey cards that you added to your throne? I've never seen them before. Hello, Quets. Those are 𝖉𝖊𝖓 cards. 𝖉𝖊𝖓 was an old trading card game from my childhood, which had horses on them, so I was a big fan. I I don't know if there was actually much of a game with the cards, but they were collectible horse cards, and I used to collect them. But when I was a kid, I was really into scrapbooking, so I decided for whatever reason to cut all of the horses out of the cards, therefore destroying the cards, so I don't have any of the cards anymore. Pack opening stream? I definitely want to. I definitely want to. If I can order them and get them in time for my birthday, I would open 𝖉𝖊𝖓 cards on my birthday. You know, it'd be funny if you could make an archetype that have effects that make you count the text. That would be very funny. Which spell? Dispel. Exactly. I like pre-releases. Their big downfall is the cost of boxes is now more than comfortable. Very true. Very true. Yeah, the cost of a pre-release has gone up, which is not great. I've never heard of Chaotic. I wasn't actually into trading card games until I was in high school, unless you count 𝖉𝖊𝖓 as a trading card. I liked collecting Pokemon cards when I was a kid, but I never learned how to play the TCG. Yeah, no, I've never heard of it. Like I said, I wasn't really into trading card games until I was in high school. Oh! I forgot about Omen Speaker. That's another really fun card from Theros block. Whenever into the battlefield, scry too. Her prophecies amaze her, even as she speaks them. That one's fun. Leyline Phantom. Oh yeah, that's the one that returns itself to your hand whenever it deals combat damage. Let's see. I believe this is one that we've seen all. Yes, this is where all the extra mana chains are. Okay. I'll talk about this on your birthday if you want to. I'm fine if you want to talk about it now, too. Negate? Oh, that's the surge cost. Remember these cards. 2-1 with Prowess. Cyclone Sire. Negate. Turn up to 2 target creatures. Oh, that's 7 mana. 2 target creatures your opponents control to their hands. Target player draws 2 cards. A lot of these cards. I apparently opened up a lot of the Gatewatch. Who are we murdering this time? Myself, because I'm being forced to speak in the mommy voice. Chaotic is an animated show. Oh, I see. What network was it on? Also, welcome in Anbu Anubis. How are you doing today? I am currently building the Rhystic Storyteller, which is not a legal card, or not a real card, but it's a very fun card. It's basically Rhystic Study on legs, but for flavor text. And my deck can't use sleeves. It was on Cartoon Network, but for kids first. Interesting, I just never have heard of it. Ancient Crab! I found an Ancient Crab! Gooning? Why, Ethereal? Hello, Ethereal. How are you doing today? Should we put an Ancient Crab in there, just for flavor text? After the fall of Seagate and the draining of the 𝖍𝖏𝖓 Basin, the crab set off to find a new home. Yes, my birthday is on Monday, and on my birthday I will be holding a Q&A if you would like to ask me a question. If you type !Q&A, you can ask a question there. Vixie keeps the mommy voice redeemed because she wants to be a tsundere. I keep the mommy voice redeemed because at one point it was an uwu voice redeem, and I would much rather do the mommy voice than an uwu voice. Why is my voice different? Because Plucci put me in the mommy voice. That's why. Although now I don't have to be in the mommy voice. But now I have to be in the southern accent because Shrub likes to combo as well. I wish 𝖍𝖏𝖓 Tidewalker could work, but I don't know if I have anything else that has Awaken. Time for some food. 4 cheese rigatoni to be precise. 07 Foxy. 07 to you as well, James. I'm not Foxy though, I'm Witch. But Witch says 07 to you. Hope you have a fantastic dinner, James. When's the last time you did the Uwa voice? I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it. Oh wait, this one. Ain't no way that mommy voice that was you just trying to speak in a higher pitch. Whatever you say. Okay, let's see. These are a lot of cards I've seen before. Counter target spell, make a scion. That's not bad. She's having an allergic reaction to money and has to talk that way? What? The basis was honestly my first isekai type of cartoon where when the character hits a certain wins online, they get a code of their soul transported to a place called Chaotic. Players are able to scan their own cards. Oh, Quetz, that's so interesting because one of the things about 𝖉𝖊𝖓 that I loved as a kid was 𝖉𝖊𝖓 cards would have a code on them. It was kind of similar to Webkins, except Webkins had the stuffed animals. 𝖉𝖊𝖓 had codes on the cards, and you could go to a website, 𝖉𝖊𝖓.com, and you could input the code from the horse card into the game, and then you could take care of that virtual horse in the card. And I used to love it. It was awesome. You would get a card, and then you go put it on your virtual stable, and you could take care of that virtual horse. But unfortunately, with the death of Flash, 𝖉𝖊𝖓 is now a phone app, and I don't know if they have the same mechanics. I don't know if they even release cards anymore. Yeah, I caught you there, James. I caught you there. I just want to know if I was around. No. It's been a few years. So 𝖉𝖊𝖓 all over again? Yeah, but with physical cards. It was really cute. I missed the 𝖉𝖊𝖓 cards, so I'm really excited. Thank you so much for funding those. I will be opening those, hopefully on stream. Like I said, I think it'll be fun to do on my birthday. Gift of Tusks. Howdy, welcome in, Captain Price. How are you? Chaotic had this whole world building politics. I believe the protagonist was 𝖔𝖕𝖊𝖓. Ooh. There are physical horses? No. But the cards. I don't think 𝖉𝖊𝖓 has cards. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Thank you so much for asking. I'm currently stuck in the southern accent. Gift of Tusk is good. Tell the turn target creature loses all ability and becomes a green elephant with base power and toughness 3/3. It's an experience you'll never forget. It doesn't have enough flavor text, but I might throw it in there anyways. Gift of Royal. Top target creatures and untap during its untap. The art is the prettiest and interesting way to keep the world building the show. Yes, but 𝖉𝖊𝖓 has IRL cards instead of, or IRL horse instead of cards. I did know that. 𝖉𝖊𝖓 has cards, but they didn't originally. Alright. Hello, Kyo. Welcome in. Let's go ahead and test your fate real quick. How are you doing today? Happy Wednesday. Oh, in-game. Yeah, I guess it does have cards in-game. But it didn't have a trading card, which was like the big thing that I was looking for. Because I like cardboard, chat. Could you tell? Good, thanks, and you? I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much for asking. Let's see what the dice decide. Are you luck, or are you going to get sent straight to the Shadow Realm? That is a 10. That is a 6 and a 4. Not a double or just a 6. So you know what that means for you, Kyo? You are going to get sent straight to the Shadow Realm. Thank you for playing. We'll see you back in 5 minutes. Balls. Agreed. Couldn't find my mouse cursor for a second there. Alright. Core Home Guide, negate. Unity of Purpose. That Entangler. Wow, I have a lot of this Entangler. Containment Membrane. Comparative Analysis. Nothing of interest here. Don't mind if I do, but 𝖉𝖊𝖓 actually has a trading card game. A trading card game made 𝖉𝖊𝖓 cards, which is a slightly different thing. I went to my LGS last Saturday and was tempted to buy a Genesis deck in real life. I mean, if you can find Genesis events, why not? I love cardboard. Me too, Bello. Me too. We were talking about horse cardboard. You know, for context, by the way, chat, let me pull up some of these horse cards because, you know, actually, let me just pull up 𝖉𝖊𝖓.com so I can show you. You want a cardboard? You get cardboard. Exactly. I love cardboard. Let me show you 𝖉𝖊𝖓.com. 𝖉𝖊𝖓.com is now, it's just a website for the 𝖉𝖊𝖓 brand. But if you go to the card gallery, it'll show you some of the very first 𝖉𝖊𝖓 cards. They apparently had a rarity, which I didn't know. I just collected them. But these are the 𝖉𝖊𝖓 cards, and they used to have codes on them too, which I think is this here. That's the code. But I was very fond of these. This is from the first edition. This is the first edition 𝖉𝖊𝖓 cards. I remember my favorites as a kid were Flame and Jewel. I also really liked the Pegasi, or the unicorns too. They had some really pretty unicorn art. This one is one of my favorites too. Me being nostalgic about my horse cards. And Walter. There's a horse named Walter. Anyways. What happened to your cards for your childhood? So when I was a kid, I got really into scrapbooking. Although I never actually scrapbooked anything. I thought I was really into scrapbooking. So I took my cards and I cut out all the horses from the cards. Because I thought I was going to put them somewhere else. I ended up just ruining the cards. The most fun part is the music. Every time they used music or music, they got orchestras to play whatever music was in play. That's fun. Problem is I don't play IRL Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it's too expensive, especially with Magic. Yeah, that's fair. Is 𝖉𝖆𝖊𝖓 in the IRL Shadowverse? I think they did have some IRL card releases. How are you doing, by the way? I haven't popped in for a while. I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. I've been playing a lot of horror games lately on stream, which have been great. And today I'm doing some deck building and talking about my childhood horse girl game. Do you still have the horses? No. Like I said, no, I don't think I do have the cutout horses either. I put them in a shoebox under my bed long time ago, but I don't know what happened to that shoebox. I think it's probably long gone. Also, I probably don't need to be in the southern accent anymore. I probably extended the time. But yeah, so there were two horse cards that I had. I had the 𝖉𝖊𝖓 cards, and then there was another collection of horse cards that I had from a board game, which I also put on my throne, from a game called Herd Your Horses, which also had these really beautiful horse cards on them. And these I cut into, I cut out as well. But they had these really pretty horse cards too on Amazon. The Herd Your Horse is a much cheaper game than like the 𝖉𝖊𝖓 cards, because apparently they still release it. But this was one that I really enjoyed. I saw you on VR chat the other day. I wasn't actually playing. I was getting a model. I was testing a model. I don't know if I'm really into VR chat, honestly. I'm not really a big socializer, but yeah, I think I threw away the shoebox. But yeah, Herd Your Horses was another one that had all the pretty horse art that I ended up cutting out of the cards because I was stupid. I don't know why I did it. Because like I said, I thought I was really into scrapbooking or cutting. I think I was really into using scissors. I think I just really wanted to use scissors. So, you know. What the heck? No, you didn't. You didn't have to do that. What the heck? 𝖉𝖔𝖓𝖓, what the fuck? What the fuck, 𝖉𝖔𝖓𝖓? You did not just buy me all of the horse girl stuff. Ugh. I'm gonna have a field day. I'm gonna have a field day. Thank you so fucking much. Thank you so fucking much. I'm gonna go buy my Herd Your Horses and all my 𝖉𝖊𝖓 cards. And then I'm gonna hopefully get them in time that I can open them up on stream. Now I have to order them for the birthday stream. That's my goal. That's my goal. I'll order them and hopefully I'll get them in time for my birthday stream. It would be even better. I don't think it's gonna happen because I think I'm gonna see my parents this weekend. I don't think they'll come here by the weekend. Maybe. Will you also buy a pair of scissors? No! I'm not gonna buy scissors! Miserable. Miserable. Thank you so fucking much, 𝖉𝖓𝖓. That is a lot of money. That is a lot of money, especially to be spending on horse cards, but thank you. $2 scissors. No! No more scissors! I'm not cutting up my horse girl cards! Oh my goodness. Oh. But if I would be able to show my parents the 𝖉𝖓𝖓 cards, I think they would both have like the craziest flashbacks. Because what would happen? I think I've told the story before. You could find 𝖉𝖓𝖓 cards at Blockbuster. There's your throwback for the day, chat. 𝖉𝖓𝖓 cards were sold at Blockbuster. And so every weekend my dad and I would go to Blockbuster. He would rent a movie and I would rent a game. But I would only be allowed to play games that were E10 plus or below. So I was very limited on the games I was allowed to rent. But he would rent me a game, he would rent a movie, and then I would get a pack of 𝖉𝖓𝖓 cards at Blockbusters. Only Eaton games. Yeah, E10. Rated E10 plus. I wasn't allowed anything tier above, so I was very limited on the games I was allowed to play. But we would go to Blockbuster, and then after Blockbuster, we would go to White Castle. And I would open up my 𝖉𝖓𝖓 cards at White Castle. So, I have very fond memories of Blockbuster, 𝖉𝖓𝖓 cards, and White Castle. But yeah. I wonder if my dad even remembers doing that. Yeah, they were sold at... I think they eventually were sold at Target for a while, too. Because I think the White Castle was closer to Target than it was closer to Blockbuster. But, yeah, that was what it was. We would go to Blockbuster, I'd get a pack of 𝖉𝖊𝖓 cards, and then we'd go to White Castle. Imagine being so old that you lived during a Blockbuster. Couldn't be me. Old family routines were the best. They were. They really were. But yeah, they were sold at Blockbuster. I very vividly remember what the back of a 𝖉𝖊𝖓 card looks like, but I don't actually remember what the packs themselves look like. This is the back of a 𝖉𝖊𝖓 card. Oh my god, there's a 𝖉𝖊𝖓 Wikipedia article. This is the back of a 𝖉𝖊𝖓 card. 𝖉𝖊𝖓, by the way, is apparently Danish. It was originally made in Denmark, but it was popularized in the US. And it was started by the same guy that funded Magic the Gathering, to go back to the Magic thing that we're doing today, I guess. When I was a kid, I went to GameStop to get games. If we wanted to rent a movie, I would have to go to Redbox. Yeah. Oh, the scissors that make the funny shapes. Wait, and they weren't sheep? No, they're horses. They're horses. Hans Bellasaurus. Oh, wait, and that reminds me, actually. The only other person I know who knows about 𝖉𝖊𝖓 is 𝖉𝖊𝖊𝖊. 𝖉𝖊𝖊𝖊 drew me as a 𝖉𝖊𝖓 card. Where is that? I know it's somewhere on here. Drew me as a horse as a 𝖉𝖊𝖓 card. Here it is. It's with Brainless. It's with Brainless as a horse as well. Yeah, it's on the art display. But yeah, that's me as a me and Brainless as 𝖉𝖊𝖓 cards. There you go. But yeah, 𝖉𝖊𝖓 cards would always have like some kind of quote on them. And then you get to play online with them, which is the best part. I also thought Brainless was a dog for a second. No, he was also a horse. He was also a horse. But yeah, shout out to 𝖉𝖊𝖊𝖊 for that. Very funny. Yeah. Anyways. That was my 𝖉𝖊𝖓 tangent. We'll probably have another 𝖉𝖊𝖓 tangent next week. This is also really funny flavor text. Hydro Surge. Thirsty? There are children screaming outside. Refocus, reality shift. Did I put I think I did put a Weave Fate in there. Force away. Okay. I think we have one more tiny pile of cards to go through here. And then turn target creature to its owner's hand. And yeah. Void Shatter. Containment Membrane. Okay. Oh, thank you, Inferno. Alright, I think that's it for this pile of cards. I did not think we were going to get this distracted and derailed. The last time we did a deck building stream, I actually managed to build a deck. I don't know if I'm going to be able to build a deck.
Which outfit?
You are being too kind today, Obsidian. Thank you so much for the super chat. Let's see. Okay, I have to show you guys something. I don't know if it's going to fit on my desk. I'm gonna show you guys something. I don't think these are sorted by color, is the only problem. But oh, don't throw my back out doing this. Holy shit. I have a really, really big thing of Magic cards. These are sorted by set, actually. Okay. So I have like 2 rows. This 2 rows is full of, I believe this is Return to Ravnica. Apparently. Let me see if these are sorted by color. black. Okay, these are actually sorted by color. So, theoretically, that means there should be blue somewhere. That's red. That's black. Holy box, Batman. You can't even see all of it. Good thing I caught that. It could have been embarrassing. I was like, which outfit my phone corrected? The bitch outfit? That's so funny. My friends and I did the same thing on my birthday with blind, but building a Yu-Gi-Oh deck with booster packs, and we would duel after eating. That sounds like such a fun time. Okay, that's more red. Where's the blue cards? Those are white. There are so many red cards. Are these really all red? Holy shit, they are. These are all black? What the fuck, Return to Ravnica? Maybe they're in a different set. This is Oath of the Gatewatch stuff. These are all white. This is Dark Ascension. This is also all white. Huh. New Phyrexia. I have some Norns Annexes. I have an Ice Age card, apparently. Wait, what the heck? Are these all white? Oh my god! What? This box is all, like, this row is all white cards? The baddest bitch on the block? Okay, found blue cards. Are these all... Oh, maybe these are unsorted. Okay. I want a Sigiled Starfish in this deck really badly. Okay. Oh my god, there's no way I'm gonna be able to go through all these cards. Ugh. Alright, I am putting this back on the ground. Ugh. I'm gonna try to put this back on the ground. Okay. Oh my goodness, that was heavy. That was really heavy. Alright. We have a lot of repeat cards, some non-repeat cards. Okay. Vixie's ADHD didn't sort all the cards by rarity set and card. No, no way. That's my exercise for the day. Totally. Totally. Tezzera's Gambit. Draw 2 cards and proliferate. Oh my god. Proliferation. Monstrosity! That was a fun mechanic too. Or keyword. Ordeal of Thassa. Sea God's Revenge. What has neither mouth nor throat yet swallows captain's crew and boat? I like that flavor text. Gainsay. These are Theros. Is this entirely Theros? I think this might entirely be called Theros. What's that called anyways? I want one, but all for all of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards? One of those boxes? I'm pretty sure you can just buy those at any card shop. They're just card boxes. I need the throat coat for my throat goat. If I used to bring back banding with a rules clarification, oh god, don't bring back banding. Please don't bring back banding. Oh my god, I need water. Ah, there we go, that's better. Kind of. Fleeting Distraction. Target creature is -1/-0 until turn draw a card. Okay, I was like, did I lose my stack of cards that I've been spending the last 3 hours trying to put together? No, I didn't. Alright, Fleeting Distraction. Oh my god, Infect. I have Infect cards. I don't think I want to put Infect cards in this deck. That would be mean. But I do have some. Scroll Thief is fun. Learn to disable wards, pick locks, and decode the Garen language. All before even reading the scroll! Banding comes back as the day Wizards of the Coast goes fully insane. True. Banding is confusing and I'm glad it's not used. Oh yeah, me too. Me too. I might consider Scroll Thief. Doorkeeper. This is a funny card. Target player puts the put the top X cards of his or her library, his or graveyard, where X is the number of creatures with Defender you control. There's your Fog Bank deck. Build the Defender deck. I need to do that at some point. That would be funny. There's another Diminish. Heal for the cause. Some Proliferate stuff. Whenever you cast a spell from your graveyard, draw a card. I don't think there's going to be a lot like that, but that is a fun card. I have a lot of Scroll Thieves, apparently. Oh, Soulbound was a fun mechanic too. Put a singular 1/1 effect creature with no proliferate, no synergy, just a single guy and having to explain yourself. I could put the, everyone's favorite, the Blighted Agent. Wherever he is. This one. The one that says the 1/1 infect that's unblockable. Funny Fog Bank deck would be funny. Target creature gains flying until end of turn, untap it. It's instant. Ha! Enchant creature, you control enchanted creature has infect. Awful. Awful unfun card. Deceiver Exarch is a fun card. Ooh, give Fogbank infect! That would be so funny! That would be so funny. Wait, I forgot where I was putting these cards. Okay. I have a problem. I have to go back into this box. Oh my god. These cards are so tightly put in here. Ugh. What if they try the rework banding or something and name it something else? That would be funny. Okay. Ooh. A lot of repeat cards in here. And then Mnemonic Wall. Hands of Binding. Griptide. Put target creature on top of its owner's library. Oh, Fate Foretold is a fun one. Into the battlefield. Enchant creature. Whenever it enters the battlefield, draw a card. Whenever creatures die, its controller draws a card. Just funny card draw. Not a good card, but a funny card. Lost in a Labyrinth. Target creature gets -3/-1 until end of turn. Scry 1. Even those who leave the labyrinth never escape it, forever dreaming of their time trapped within. It's called Unblockable. What else? What if they try the rework? Oh, no. Bandit becomes Jump that bitch instead, so it only works on attacking. Yeah, I think, like, that was the thing, right? It was meant to be more of a, like a... Oh, like a military thing. It was supposed to be like a military thing. Like, if you have, the squadron, or whatever they're called, a squad. I don't know military terms. Don't look at me, chat. I don't know what I'm talking about. Crackling Triton. They're Trident. These Island Walk cards are so... Platoon! That's the word I'm looking for, yeah. Island Walk can't attack unless there are 5 more islands on the battlefield. Very funny. Oh my god, Evolve. That was a funny mechanic, too. Another 𝖉𝖊𝖊𝖓. +1/-1 until end of turn. Cloud Elemental! Another classic card. Azure Drake. Twisted Image. Switch target creature's power and toughness until end of turn. That's a funny card. I am already dropping cards. This is bad. This is bad. Oh, Shroud. Shroud is like... It went from Shroud to Hexproof to Ward. Wall of Frost. More walls. Somebody finally described banding to me. It actually made sense. Banding is basically treating multiple creatures as one creature for means of dealing damage. There's more to it. But not as bad as some people complain after learning. It's not terrible, but it gets a lot more confusing when you're blocking with banding. Oh my god. I have another one of these. Nameless one. I have the Doubtless one, which is for clerics. Nameless one's power and toughness are equal to the number of creatures you control and play. And then it has Morph. Funny card. Funny card. Oh, Sapphire Drake. I have a, I think the Assassin's Creed cards have Shroud too. Oh, really? Do they? I didn't realize that. There's a rare in here. It's not like double blocking, but instead you control the damage is distributed. Yeah, which I think just ends up complicating and confusing things. Phyrexian Jester. That's a rare. Oh, I have a couple rares in here. Djinn of Wishes. Remove a wish counter from Djinn of Wishes. Redeem the top card of your library. You may play that card without paying its mana card cost. Oh, Aether Adept is good. Turn target creature to your hand. You know something messed up? They turned the 5-row boxes to 4. Really? I had to look at mine. I was like, do I have 4 or 1? Or 4 or 5? So it's hard to buy boxes to help sort MTG now. It just feels like a deliberate choice because sports cards are almost a thing of the past. Like, how many things we can build on show means to assign lethal damage? I guess that's true. I just think it overcomplicates the damage step. Or the damage step. It just overcomplicates combat in general. Jace's Ingenuity. Draw 3 cards at instant speed. Sure. Chat, I don't know if we're gonna have a deck at the end of this. I got so distracted. That's okay, though. I was having fun. I picked up a single shroud. Oh, that's cool. There's, what was it? Whisper Silk Cloak? It's an artifact or equipment that gives unblockable and shroud. Pretty good. That used to be Commander staple. Good guideline for the deck? That's true. That's true. I have a good start. Having fun is the most important. Very true. Very true. Touching cardboard. That's what I wanted to do today. I wanted to touch cardboard and hang out. And I think we successfully did that today. Favorable wins. This is I love the artwork on this card because I love this Pegasus and the griffins, the griffs. I love this. Well, your commander wants kind of requires you to distract yourself. That's true. That is true. All right. Back to the box. I think this used to be my entire collection of magic cards until I had too many magic cards. I have a Yu-Gi-Oh card with Japanese symbols on the back with English font to the front of the card. That's interesting. Forget touching grass, new gold, touching cardboard. So true. I don't know anything about that though, Quetz. I have some Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but I don't really have... I think they have just Japanese on the front and back. I don't know. I need to find my Japanese cards. I don't know what I did to them. Or did with them. Rapid hybridization is really good. Start target creature, it can't be regenerated. The creature's controller puts a 3/3 green frog lizard creature token onto the battlefield. Pretty good. It says, we've merged your life essence with that of several creatures at once. You're welcome. Post it on the Yu-Gi-Oh channel if anyone knows. Yeah, that's a good idea. Blue is a really interesting color to be looking through. Because I feel like it's such a hated color that a lot of people don't remember a lot of these cards. The Yu-Gi-Oh VR check game? I have. I have my old folder with all my Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon cards. Oh, that's awesome. I love going through old cards. Hence why we're doing that today. There's quiet contemplate. I found it! I found the sigiled starfish! I was looking for this card! This card is so funny. Patrick! It is Patrick! It's literally just a 0/3 for 2. Tap, scry 1. But the text says, Crewfix had the most dire prophecies about humankind where humans would never find them, and Tritons wouldn't care to read them. Scryfish! It is Scry... I don't know how I did that. It is Scryfish! Scryfish is going in the deck. That's exciting. I was hoping I'd be able to find Scryfish.
Touch. Don't touch.
Amazing, amazing. A lot of cards from Dragons of Tarkir. Why is he naked? Because he's a wild animal. Hallelujah. Hallelujah indeed. That actually makes me really excited. Vapor Snag. Return target creature to its owner's control, or its owner's hand, its controller loses 1 life. This creature is inadequate. Send it to the Splicers for innovation. I like that one. Relentless Scabs. Towergeist. Slumgar Spell Eater. Oh, this is funny. Whenever it's flipped face up and look at target opponent's hand. Gosh, you don't know the lore? Whenever Patrick dries up, he loses his shorts. Wait. Is that... Oh, this card is so funny. I love this card. I don't remember that, though. Is that in the movie? Also, I didn't realize the time. Jesus Christ, it's already that time? I feel like I've barely been here. I'm gonna go ahead and enable raid redeems. If you'd like to suggest anybody for us to raid, there's only 1 channel point. Jace's Erasure is a really funny card. It says, whenever you draw a card, you may have target player put the top card of his or her library into her graveyard. You could mill yourself with this. But you should try to clear your mind of idle thoughts. And if you can't, I will. I like that one. How's it going? It's going great. Also, welcome to Retrobox. I forgot to say hello. We're just looking through some old cards. We're building the Rhystic Storyteller. We should raid Brainless. And I'm just having a good time reading some flavor text and just vibing. We were talking about 𝖉𝖊𝖓 cards. Brainless came in and made us do food categorization in the Suds episode. Oh, was it in the Suds episode? I think so. I don't remember. I remember seeing a dried up sponge and starve. Oh no, that is in the movie. I remember that. That's in the movie. Because they were singing, I'm a goofy goober. Yeah, while they were like dying, and it was really depressing. This is a funny card, because I guess this still counts as not counting in the color identity. But it says, whenever it enters the battlefield, if red mana was spent to cast it, it deals 2 damage to target creature or player. Funny card. A lot of Gate Crash cards. A lot of Gate Crash cards. Stubborn Denial. That has Ferocious. Ooh, Traveler's Cloak. This is a funny card. Whenever it enters the battlefield, it's an aura. Whenever it enters the battlefield, choose a land type. Whenever it enters, draw a card. Enchanted creature has Landwalk of the chosen type. It's a funny card, but it doesn't have any flavor text. Your maximum hand size increased by 1. It's a funny card, too. Not very good. Crookclaw Transmuter is a funny card for draft. It switches power. Its flash switches target creature's power and toughness. Nice to be able to chat suggest on Twitch since I don't follow my arbitrary rule to not chat there until I reach a large enough substreak. Wait, I didn't know you said that rule. Could you pick 𝖉𝖔𝖓 as a joke? You probably could. You probably could. Is Urza the land type? Maybe. I don't know. I actually don't know how Landwalk works with those. I've never done it. Oh, Turn to Frog! But it just says Ribbit. I'm gonna put it in there anyways, because it's funny. Mind Sculpt. It's a Tron lands, yeah. Oh, yeah, the Urza land types. It'd be funny to have first time chat after having an insane substring. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah. No, I get it. Dream Fracture. Counter spell its controller draws a card, you draw a card. That card is damaged, though. I'm tempted to put the damaged card in there. Damaged cards are funny. I have no idea what sounds are happening outside. It sounds like a dog is yelping or something. Merfolk Spy. Island Walk. Whenever it deals combat damage, that player reveals a card at random from his or her hand. That's so funny and so bad. Hence the hi, I'm new here from yesterday. Oh! Yes. Okay, that makes way more sense. Apparently I have some wizard tribal stuff. It would be funny to make this a wizard tribal deck. Wow, I have so many good merfolk cards. Hello? Did my friend have a merfolk deck or something that he dissolved for this? Maybe. I need a merfolk deck. I love merfolk. You guys can't hear the children screaming outside, can you? Miracle cards. I'm gonna put the miracle card in there. So then I have a reason to draw cards like this. That would be so funny. Banishing Knack. Intelligent. Oh, this is the same thing as unsummoning, or the unsummoned one. Oh, I thought that was Leyline of Anticipation or something. Merfolk is a common creature type for multiple sides. Yeah, that's true. It's a good creature type too. Suddenly he realized that everything was connected by invisible strings that could be pulled or cut. Shrug's sick music is masking them pretty well. Okay, good. Good. I don't want children screaming to be to be found, to be heard. Tome Scour. That's a fun card. I hope none of those were important. Accumulated knowledge, accumulated knowledge, accumulated knowledge. Surakar Banisher. Whenever it enters, you may return target tapped creature. Ooh, that is good. Tapped creature. It's about as common as Elf. That's true. Target creature you control gains protection from creatures your opponents control until end of turn. Oh, there's Mana War. You're looking for Mana War. Beauty to the eye does not always translate to the touch. That's a funny flavor text. Whenever this deals combination of player, they mill 2. Counter target creature or target spell unless its controller pays X. If that card is, or if that spell is countered this way, exile instead of putting it into the graveyard. Patience Maid. Killing you now would be too easy. Don't forget the key, hydration. So true. Mistfire Adept. Horizon Scholar. Hands Biting and Maze Glider. Alright. Was that Yuffie from Final Fantasy? It almost looks like it, doesn't it? Unfortunately, there is no name on the quote. When was the print date of that Man of War? This was from the Elspeth versus Kiora duel deck, so this is from 2015. When was the magic... Wait, 2015? That doesn't seem right. When was the magic... Oh, I guess it is. Oh, I guess it is the new card border. I'm gonna ask, when was the magic card border update? When did that happen? Ugh, a lot of repeating cards I'm seeing now. I was wondering if it was predated the metal band of the same name. No, I don't think so. The original Man of War, maybe, though. Man of War... I don't know when the original printing of Man of War came out. I'd have to check. Let's see. Man of War. Oh, I should probably look up MTG card. Original printing is from... Looks like I had 12 different printings. Oh, it's definitely... Oh, Magic didn't come out before 1992, so it wouldn't have been before the band then. Let's see. Rise of the Eagles. Put 2/2 Bluebird enchantment tokens with creature tokens flying on the battlefield. Scry 1. It is cool still. I just realized I put a really bright color on there. Chasm Drake. Target creature tokens flying until end of turn. Chill of Foreboding. Wait, did you fellows hear something? That one's fun. Wait for my answer, hopefully. Did you ask me something, or on my Q&A? Not a lot of flavor text in these cards, because I have no clue what it is. I just started 94. Was it 94? I couldn't remember the exact date. Thrumming Bird was a good card. It never deals combat damage to a player proliferate, and it's flying. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, Incursion Specialist gets +2/+0 until end of turn is unblockable this turn. Work for the 𝖉𝖊𝖓 again? That depends. Tell me more about this mage. Whenever you cast a spell that targets, look at the top 3. Reveal an enchantment. I see. Enchantment tribal. Countermand. That's the counter spell that makes your opponent mill. A lot of mill in mono blue. I guess that makes sense. Fount of Fortunes. I remember this card. Put it in the deck. Why not? I remember it. Hubris, Rise of Eagles again, Divination, Aeronaut Tinkerer, flying as long as you control an artifact. I don't have any artifacts yet. How many creatures do you have? No idea. Probably not very many. Let's see, I have a lot. I have more cards in here than I have deck space. I have 1, 2, 3, okay, maybe more than I realized. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay. More than I realized. 11. 12.
Which outfit?
Okay, I have 13, 4. Okay, a lot more than I realized. Master's giving away free packs? Crazy. Also, thank you so much for the super chat. Yesterday, Master I dueled against vampires using the new 𝖉𝖊𝖓 to 2 turns to make his deck useless. Wow. Oh, you're posting in the Discord. I didn't realize you weren't in the last one for the stream. Fair enough. Oh, in December they're giving away free packs? I see. The Flame Swords is for Legend of Blue Eyes. It's the first expansion they ever released. It's first edition too, which is really special. Oh, I see. Welkin Turn. That's like basically Squadron Hawk, but not. Master Predicaments. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, choose a card in your hand. That player guesses whether the card's converted mana cost is greater than 4. If the player guessed wrong, you may cast this card without paying its mana cost. That's funny. That's funny. 𝖍𝖆𝖊's continuous spell burns 850 damage every time a 𝖍𝖆 monster tribute. Oh, wow. RDA is getting 8 new cards? Really? You just got a Prismatic, Tyrant Red, Dragon Archfiend, so that's cool. That is really cool. Blue is known for 3 things. Counterspells, draw, and mill, right? Counterspells, draw, mill. Bouncing. There's a lot of bouncing. And flying. It actually is very well known for flying. Oh my god, Bringer of the Blue Dawn! I forgot about the Bringer cards. I'm gonna have to find a place to put all these cards when I'm not streaming. Because we are not doing deck building tomorrow. Tomorrow we're playing Silent Hill, which I'm really excited about. I did test the game and it does work. Bought 3 of the RDA structures a while back. Ooh, that was smart. I don't think I have any structure decks except for... I had the Dark World structure. So I say it known for because no other monocolor covers the same effects. I know black green has mill, but I was meaning mono blue. Yeah, no, I was thinking the only other thing was like bouncing things and flying. Blue used to do a lot of flying. Thank you, Mama Fox. Wait, what did I do? Mama? Huh? No, I don't remember what I did or said. Was that Java? Oh yes, Retro. You want to know about that JavaScript? We spent all that time wondering what that JavaScript was, thinking it was part of the ARG. It turns out that was part of my ad blocker. I always thought White had a lot of flying because of birds. No, the only flyers that White actually had a lot of was angels. Yeah, I know, it was part of my ad blocker. We got so distracted. Remember she got you that deck last December? Oh, my mom! That's right, she did. I forgot about that. I thought you were calling me Mama. Yeah, it was part of my ad blocker. We got ad blocked. It was really funny, yeah. The entire time we were spending all that time trying to figure out what that card does, or figure out what that script does. It's ad block. It's an ad blocker. It was just an add-on I had. An extension. Yeah. Should have clarified it. Yeah, that's what I thought you were calling me Mama. No, you're talking about my mom. Yeah, she bought it for me last year. I forgot about that. Thank you indeed. Is that corrupted conscious again? Yeah, it was a really funny red herring. Because I told the developer about it, and the developer was like, I literally have no idea what the script does. Which was even funnier. Update on me building Dragon Maid 3k more gems, and I still haven't gotten any of the Alt Art House or the new Fusion? Really? I'm so sorry. Whenever this dies, you get to draw a card. Oh, sleep. I like sleep. Tap all target creatures target player controls. Those creatures don't untap during that player's next untap step. I give them dreams so wondrous that they hesitate to return to the world of the conscious. That's a good one. Lucky son of a bitch today. I just got a Prisma Dark Magician. Go, let's go! Are you gonna bully Breeze again in Magic? I do. I want to play more with Breeze. I do want to play more with Breeze. I might find time next week. We'll see. I would just draft it, but I want the house. I know. I know. Gotta have that card before you can even think about building it, right? Sift. Draw 3 cards, then discard a card. Interesting. Dwell longest on the thoughts that shine brightest. I might just throw that in there because it's fun art. There's gonna be a lot of probably getting rid of it. Breeze is funny. I do love Breeze. Don't bully Breeze. They're just a little bread. You're right. You're right. Second guess. Counter target spell. That's the second spell cast this turn. That's funny. I see where you're going with that. I don't like it. There's another draw card for each human you control. Alchemist Princess was good in 𝖉𝖊𝖓. 3-1 unblockable is kind of crazy, actually. That's really good for draft. There's another Jace's Ingenuity. Ooh. Starting to get some back pain here because of the way I'm sitting. I am not being a good sit. I am sitting poorly. Okay. Those are cards I went through. I got a Royal Darkened Evaporation before I got a single one of them. Holy shit, really? That's kind of crazy. Have I been through these? I don't think I have, actually. Fuck you? Why? The one time I'd say, don't say to sit well. I mean, you haven't told me to sit well in a while, so I haven't been. So it's Plucci's fault. We all know it's Plucci's fault, right? Yeah, we're getting down to some very, cards. Which, I mean, sure, I'll add my Royals deck only, but damn, you know, that's crazy. Alright. Let's go through one more pile. The day I'll see you, I will be more 3 meters shorter. Why? Because I've been sitting poorly? I don't think that makes me shorter. I think I am just short. Dissipation Field. Whenever a permanent deals damage to you, return it to its owner's hand. That's funny. Strike me once, shame on you. Strike me twice. Well, let's just see if you can. Ooh, Swan Song. Okay, there's some fun cards in here. Swan Song. Counter target enchantment, instant, or sorcery spell. Its controller puts a 2/2 blue bird creature token with flying onto the battlefield. The most enlightened mages create beauty from violence. Imagine somebody recognized you by your voice in public. I don't know what I would do. Run. This looks like another dual deck. I don't remember. I think this is the key. No, I don't remember what dual deck this is. Is it versus something else? Reminisce. Take a player shuffles his or her graveyard into his or her library. Oh, I like that card. That one's fun. Leave the door to the past even slightly ajar and it can be blown off its hinges. Overwhelming Intellect. Draw. Counter target spell. Draw. Target creature spell. Draw cards equal to that spell's converted mana cost. My brain hurts. Else work around and don't talk. Yeah, true. That's a good card, Swan Song. Yeah, it is a good card. Threw it in there. There's another Dissipate. This one's so funny, though. Just my brain hurts. Me too. Me too card. Ugh. Yeah, somebody's like, your voice sounds familiar. You just stop talking. They can't prove who you are if they can't hear your voice anymore. I left the window open because it's hot. It was hot in my room. But now there's people screaming outside. Oh my god, detain. Am I being detained? A lot of repeat cards again. This is why this is bulk, right? A lot of bulk. I don't know, I've seen your hands quite a bit. That's true. If you recognize me by my hands, that would be crazy. Oh, Archaeomancer. This one's a good card, too. Whenever it enters the battlefield, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. Words of power enough for disappear. They sleep, awaiting those with the will to rouse them. Petition that all funny flavor text should be added so that when people count the words, they can laugh at those ones, too. I agree, I agree. I have added some funny ones. There's another cancel. Oh, wait, no, I thought that was counterspell. This is a cancel without any flavor text. And she's gone. Don't worry. We still have 2 more weeks of November. Although I am thinking of taking some time off at the end of the month. This is actually... I mean, I'm probably going to take some time off around Thanksgiving. I might just take a day or 2 off around Thanksgiving. This is your warning. I will probably warn again once I can confirm it. But yeah, I'm probably going to take some time off around Thanksgiving. Recognizing your Oshi by their fingerprint is next level autism. It's true. It's true. There's another Welkin turn. likely I'm probably just gonna take Wednesday, Thursday off that week. I may be deaf, but I recognize this Hot Topic goth gloves anyways. You're that witch fox horse virtual girl? I'm not a witch fox horse! If somebody called me a witch fox horse girl, I would scream. But a charge counter on target artifact? That's an interesting card. Oh! This card is so funny. Telepathy. Your opponents play with their hands revealed. The most disappointing thing about learning telepathy is finding out how boring people really are. That's a quote from 𝖍𝖊𝖓. I think they meant your obsessions for horse. No, I know what you meant. I know what you meant. But I'm not horse girl. I'm horse girl. Different thing. Telepathy is how you make CDH players butthurt. True. Very true. Mind control. Ooh. Frozen ether. Artifacts, creatures on lands your opponent's control come to play tapped. Mjornenson. Entertain his followers by taking bets on which would move first, the drowsing landworm or the frozen goblins. I don't think this is a very fun card to play in Commander. But I mean, I guess neither is the counter spells. I'll throw it in there as a maybe. Remove soul. Counter target creature spell. That's funny. Two different cards that do the exact same thing, but different names and different things. That was the card you recommended? Yeah, I can't believe I found it, actually. I do actually have it. This is from Planar Shift. That's what that set symbol is. This is a really cool era of Magic because they were experimenting with a different card border, but they ended up not going for it. And you know where I learned about that, chat? The Rhystic Studies. He's got some really, really good videos. I kind of want Remove Soul just because I like that card. Because of the border. Steel Artifact. Tell the opponent to watch the art and see which moves first based on the flavor text. That's funny. Some might call Frozen Aether stacks, but it's still really good. Yeah, it is definitely really good. Stacks isn't necessarily bad. I mean, it's probably a good thing, but it can be unfun to play in an interactive game. I think this is going to be my last pile of cards. Because I'm starting to wane.
What best format and why is it Commander?
It's Commander because you get to play with your friends. Although I will counter and say that Draft is also really good. Especially when you can play with your friends. Thank you so much for this super chat, Jordan. How are you doing today? Stacks and Badge is not that fun. No one likes Grand Arbiter. Exactly. Wish you could play a game of Commander with me. Maybe one day I'll find a way to do that. We do play Brawl on Arena quite frequently. We might even... Well, next week I'm thinking of trying to do a draft of the Avatar set on Arena. That's what I want to do next week. And then I guess we're opening up 𝖍𝖊𝖓 cards on my birthday, which... I can't tell you how excited I am for that, actually. What bracket? I'm currently building a G1... bracket 1. This is a bracket 1 deck with a non-legal commander. This is the Rhystic Studies fan card. The deck is meant to be just silly, funny stuff. Did you pre-order the big bundle? No, I'm gonna do it off stream so I can do it on my secure machine. Every draft at the same time as Vixie, and you might get in her bot. It's true. Would you ever play 3? Bracket 3? Yeah, I do have a bracket 3 deck. I have a couple. I have a Kaisar deck. I have an Ailey Cleric Tribal, which is surprisingly bracket 3, even though I would really consider it bracket 1. And then I think my Tasigur deck is also technically bracket 3. Every draft, yeah. Yeah, don't worry. I'm not going to forget to order the 𝖍𝖊𝖓 cards. I'm just going to do off stream. Counter target spell that targets a player. That's so specific. We send her a box. She'll mail you the cards that she pulls. Please don't. That would take years to draft. Oh my god. I want to build a bracket 4 or 5 Corvold. Remind me what Corvold does. I've been out of Magic for so long that a lot of the commander cards, I forget the name of the commanders. I need to play more commander. I'm gonna find a bracket for pod for next one. Oh, I'm at the Arena MTG. Oh, no, I haven't pre-ordered it. No, I have not pre-ordered it. I thought you were talking about the 𝖍𝖊𝖓 cards. The Jund need to be Sacker Creature Commander. Oh, yeah. That one's good. That sounds like a fun one. I'm not against, like, playing bracket 4 and 5. I just never have. I don't have the money to build one. I mean, I probably could do it pretty cheaply, but I also don't really have the pod to play in. I don't know if any of my friends would be interested in doing a competitive higher bracket or higher tier pod. I guess all you have to do is ask. You can do it on Tabletop Sim. That's true. I mean, I don't have to pay for the cards either. I think the big thing is just finding a pod. Most comfortable at 3. Me too. Me too. I just have a bunch of bracket 1s because I like bracket 1. Because I think it's fun. 4 is just 3 salty spittoon. That's a really funny way of putting it. I agree. I agree with that though. Probably bracket 4 to 5 is the most of the games I've played have just been stompy or not that swingy. Yeah, I can see what you mean. It's just like, it's kind of pretty much somebody just wins the game. And there's not really a lot of back and forth. Oh, there's a Japanese card. You know what's funny? Oh, I have a Japanese divination. It's really funny to look at Japanese flavor text. Because it's not italicized, because you can't italicize kanji or kana. Read it? Kado. Kado. That is a card. Kado. Kado. I'm assuming this is the word for draw. 2. Draw 2 cards. Yeah, it's Kado. Put your Japanese lessons to the test. Monster card. Oh yeah, Monster Kado. Yoken. Yoken, which I assume means divination. I have no idea what the flavor text says though. This is kanji I have never seen before. Yeah. That's not bad, to be honest. Well, I know that this is a word. There is o, which is, like, it's a particle. And then this is the verb. And then it says to. So it's kado, o, to, draw. And then the kanji at the top has furigana, so I can read that. So it's yoken, which I assume means divination. Ooh, arcane melee. Instant sorcery spells cost 2 less. Stormtide Leviathan. Devastation Tide. That's fun. Cast this Monstacado and it enters my Monstacado zone. Exactly. Exactly. Monstacado zone. Alright. I'm impressed. I'm glad. I'm not super impressed with myself. I wish I was better. I really need to get back into the swing of things learning Japanese, but it's hard. That is a divination that is not a divination. Would you ever do like a Pioneer Commander game? I haven't really played or learned a lot about Pioneer. Pioneer is a really odd format. But I would be curious to try it. Or just combos off. Everyone tries to interact and the runner-up just wins because everyone used up their stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. There's other favorable wins. Ooh, I think I'm crashing a little. Alright. Here's my deck so far. Quite a lot. These are the maybes as well, so I'm just going to stack those together. I don't have any basic lands. I don't have any artifacts, but I have a lot of cards. The rest of these I'm just going to put back in the box. But I might do that off stream. Alright, though. I think that is all the time I have for today. We should make Vixie a magic card. I would love that. I would love that. Get my own like copy of the Rhystic Storyteller. One of these days I'll get a P.O. box. And I'll give these out to like subscribers or something. Or members. Who needs lands? Just play Mana Rocks and a Lotus Petal. So true. So true. Alright though, everyone. If you haven't already, please do consider dropping a follow here on Twitch or subscribing to my YouTube channel. It really does help out. We're almost up to 3,100 on Twitch, and we just surpassed 3,200 on YouTube, which I really appreciate that. It's one brain, 2 Amiibo, 1 Saudi. Yeah, exactly. Make Vixie a magic card and give her horsemanship. That would be really funny. That would be really funny. I would laugh really hard. Have a good evening. Thank you so much, you too. We're going to be playing some Silent Hill 1 tomorrow. So make sure to be there for that. I'm super duper excited. I'm going to be emulating the game. And it looks really, really nice. So I'm excited. Join the Discord if you haven't already. Also consider picking up some of my merch. We have mouse pads, we have stickers, we have keychains, and they look like this. Also, hi Toes, how are you doing today? My birthday is on Monday. If you would like to join in for the Q&A, !Q&A. You can ask me questions there. And also, if you are so inclined, feel free to check out my throne. I have to keep putting things on it because you guys keep buying me things! Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. You guys are far too kind. And I think this is already looking to become one of the best birthdays I've had. So, thank you. It really does mean a lot. Alright, though. Thank you so much for the wheel. Is it not going to let me click on the... Okay, there we go. It's like, is it not going to let me click on the damn link? If this creature deals damage to an opponent, the opponent may crash out about a game. If they do so, Vixie returns to her owner's hand. Oh yeah, hitting that big 4-0. Yeah, I'm turning 40, exactly. Yeah, I'm definitely turning 40. Alright though, let's see who we are rating today. Oh yeah, I need to set up the redirect on YouTube as well. I will find somebody in just a second. Alright, here we go. Who are we raiding? It looks like we're going to be giving 𝖉𝖊𝖊 a raid! Hagmax Vixie, oh my god. Alright everyone, make sure to copy paste those raid commands into 𝖉𝖊𝖊's chat. I'm going to go find who we are raiding on YouTube. Also, hi LDS, hope you're doing well. We're just about wrapping up. I'm getting a little too tired. But we are having a lot of fun today. Let's see. Let's send you all over to... Oh, I guess 𝖉𝖊 is live too. We can send you over to 𝖉𝖊 on YouTube and 𝖉𝖊𝖊 on Twitch. Alright, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here. Again, if you haven't already, please make sure to drop a follow. Just like that, thank you so much for subscribing, Clockwork Knight. I really appreciate that. I will see you all tomorrow for some Silent Hill 1. But until then, have a fantastic rest of your day. Get some good rest, get some good food, whatever you need to do. And I will see you all tomorrow. And as always, I love you all. And goodbye! Oh, that's not waving. Goodbye!